I know you ain't talking about me.
Wait, our fans talk down about our old line and PFF
I'm
keeps
talking about
them
you,
up
sir.
pretty high.
I'm talking about you, sir.
The O line's bad though.
You crashed out, and then you said
I didn't crash out. I said I need to see consistency for my mind to change.
You said you needed to see consistency
for
5 to 6
weeks. Mediocre quarterback.
You said you needed 5 to 6 weeks, and then I asked you, is there anything that Bryce can do week 1 to convince you that he's good?
One week is not going to do it for me at this point in his career.
So if one week won't do it, then why are you crying over 4 series in the preseason?
No, you see, you keep saying 4 series, and I keep reiterating to you every time you say it, 2 years and 4 series.
There we go.
But you call it a crash out.
Mm-hmm. You did crash out. Who was the one who started talking like Steven off Django? Who was that?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so it was somebody else that was crashing out the other day. And then when I talked to you, Logic, you told me there's nothing that he can do week 1 to give you a positive feeling about him. So I can't really listen to your critique because there's
you got me and old boy mixed up. That's number one.
Is there a way that Daniel Jones can make you happy week 1 to make him the starter for the Colts for the rest of the season? Do you think that one start is somehow going to negate all the years of suck?
Who are you? Are you a coach?
Oh, shit. He asked you a good question.
No. Don't worry about who he is. Answer the question. How about that?
You saying one? No, if he plays, what answer the city question?
You turned all around, ain't you?
Okay, all I'm saying is if one game can't change my view of Bryce Young, then one game can't change my view of anybody. So it doesn't matter whether or not it's one series. He's not fighting against one game or anything like that. That one game is not going to nullify the multiple years of suck that we've seen.
Okay,
my analogy is Daniel Jones, a guy who consistently has shown that he's better than Bryce to this point.
Get his ass roll coverage. Get him.
Hold up. Daniel Jones is better than Bryce.
Daniel Jones has eclipsed 3,000 passing yards and 20 touchdowns in a season. Bryce Young has yet to do either.
But he's better than Bryce.
Yeah, and not only that, but the argument with Bryce is going to be, he didn't play all the games. The year that Daniel Jones did that, he played 13 games. So he eclipsed 3,000 yards and 25 touchdowns in 13 games.
He lost his starting job, right?
Just like Bryce about to do. So we're on the same page here. So what about that
only
first
one of these quarterbacks gave it up
it?
On? They gave up on Daniel Jones. I don't want to hear about him.
We about to give up on Bryce Young. We went out and got another Bryce.
About to and did is two different things, sir.
Being benched is being given up on as well.
Is two different things. They gave up on him. Why did they give up on Daniel Jones, sir?
Because he sucked, just like Bryce.
Okay, so I don't want to hear about him. Next.
Hold on, but that's the point that I'm saying.
It ain't no next. We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here.
That's exactly what I'm saying, though. He was so bad, but he's still his bar is still twice as high as what Bryce Young has shown so far.
What?
Right? Are you joking me right now?
So you gonna say he lying?
Are you joking me right now? You can literally put the two seasons together.
No, not at all. He sucks.
Hey, bro. Daniel Jones is bad. 100%. You're never going to get me to say that he's good. Because Bryce isn't even as good as suck-ass Daniel Jones.
Dude, please. Are you a Colts fan? What type of fan are you?
No. I'm a Panthers fan, bro.
You don't sound like a Panthers fan.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to dick ride what?
He wants you to be delusional. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
If y'all don't ride Bryce Dick, you're not a Panthers fan.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You're allowed to be critical of this team. Like, you're allowed to say something. I'm allowed to say that I want this team to do better.
I'm a Panthers fan. I'm not a Cam Newton fan, Christian McCaffrey fan.
There's no team talk over here. Y'all criticize Bryce for 8 hours.
We hold our quarterback accountable.
You want me to give you? Hey, I'll give you an out for this year.
This is a Bryce hating channel. This is a Bryce hating.
So why you here then?
I got a built-in.
You know what the door is. Then that's the case.
That's why they say over here.
I got a good one. I got a built-in excuse for you this year.
None of the facts have been disputed.
I got a built-in excuse for you this year. I think that the offensive line will be bottom 10 in the NFL this year.
What?
Dave Canales has already been speaking that Damian Lewis might not even play the first week. He said that if he had to play, that he would, but he would prefer to keep it week to week. Robert Hunt was already dealing with the ankle. Chandler Zavala is dealing with a torn patella. Cade Mays is already having to take snaps at guard. That's why they ended the center competition so quickly. So I absolutely think there's a scenario where the offensive line isn't healthy enough to even allow Bryce to do anything. And I think we're immediately going to get this is what Bryce had to deal with his rookie season, an offensive line that wasn't putting it together or couldn't stay healthy.
So you're saying that a quarterback not going to have a healthy line is still going to be his fault?
And what part is it his fault? Because so far, everybody wants to forget his rookie season. Everybody wants to say last year he got benched. And then I got to forget about the first few things, the first few games. That's great. But at some point, it's Bryce Young's fault.
This is by far the best Panther offense on paper.
You said a bottom 10
offensive
years. Line, sir. So
I do. I told you. I'm telling you that there's a built-in excuse most likely going to happen. If you've watched Dave Canales' press conferences, which I personally break down, bro, he literally, every time he goes to talk about the offensive line, he's worried. And the guys, we're not bringing in other offensive linemen either.
Pete, what you just conceded to roll coverage, and let me make this point on top of that. When things are going good, as they say, those 10 games, you don't hear shit about the defense. You don't hear shit about the line. You don't hear shit about the receivers. Guess who gets all the credit?
BY.
Exactly.
Bryce Young.
And y'all give him all the blame too. So what's the point?
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you
give him
won't.
all the blame too. I said you give him all the blame too.
No, that's an argument. No, because his rookie year, he had arguably a really bad coaching staff. Not the worst in NFL history, but we'll say top 5 for sure.
I told him that
he had bad personnel, which everybody Dick Rowe, DJ Chark, and Laviska Shenault like they were the second coming of Randy Moss and Chris Carter. Like we were brought in Miles Sanders, which, hey, that was a Frank Reich thing. And if anybody knows anything about Philly football, that offensive line makes any running back look like Saquon Barkley.
Correct.
So
now, I said that
he was immediately set.
You know, I listen to Panthers, all the podcasts around the board, and everybody know it. I get criticized for it. Don't nobody criticize Bryce Young when the team looks good. He gets
and when
all
they look
the credit,
bad, they criticize him 100%.
Nobody gives. All they talk about is Xavier Legette dropping one pass. I ain't heard not one motherfucker give that boy credit for trying to gut out the season and play injured. He was injured.
Needed surgical repair and played 9 weeks with it. Needing surgical repair.
I think it's because we're not willing to have the argument with Bryce Young. Is he a game manager? Because so far, the only game where he hasn't been a game manager were those last 3 last year. So in 2 years, he's had 3 games where he didn't look like how everybody treats Brock Purdy. Oh, man, he just goes out there and rolls out and just throws it to everybody he can. I mean, dude is literally averaging less than 200 passing yards a game. He averages less than 1 touchdown.
Not true.
That's not true.
Bryce Young?
Okay.
They said Bryce Young averaged around 215, 217.
For his career?
Huh?
You better go check them numbers.
No, last year he averaged 179 yards.
Yeah.
No, and we talking about for his career. It's worse
it's less than that. It's less than that. Last year was 179. I think the year before was 165 or something like this.
Oh, he probably talking about them 10 games again. That's probably what he's talking about.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
And I like PFF, but I can't. He only played 10 games or 14 games.
Or maybe the last 3.
Yeah, he played.
You got to shrink it down to them.
And he put the Falcons out of the playoffs. So what's your point?
No, he didn't.
No,
the Buccaneers put the Falcons out.
Don't argue with him. Don't argue with him.
Hey, by the way,
that stupid shit. So
Buccaneers won their 1 o'clock game and put the Falcons out of the playoffs.
Okay, so did we have to beat them for them to get out of the playoffs?
So what if he did?
All right, then. All right, then. So we did our part. We did our part.
It's one game. It's one game. So what if he
did? We did our part. We did our part.
Okay.
Buccaneers needed to lose for the Falcons to miss the playoffs.
There's a legitimate
but we had
chance.
to beat them too.
There's a legitimate chance that they win the division, and we're sitting here like struggling to maybe win 6 games.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like you're literally going to sit here and try and shit on the Falcons for 1 game, but Michael Penix is literally going to go to the playoffs this year, most likely, especially according to betting odds.
Yeah,
they are playoff contenders.
What proof do you have of that? He only played 3 games.
Hold on. The same
empirical. My bad.
The same argument that you just said about Michael Penix is the same thing everyone's going to tell you about Bryce Young. The difference
how many games has Michael Penix played in the NFL?
3. And
how do you know he's going to win a division? What gives you that?
That's exactly what they're projected, though. Last year, they were actually good without Michael Penix, with shit-ass Kirk Cousins.
We don't know what Penix is yet. Why are you saying that?
We don't know what Bryce Young is. So the idea that we're going to somehow change this game from 5 wins to a playoff win is... Yeah, it's a projection.
They're projecting Bryce to have a better year this year. Y'all don't believe that?
What's a better year?
It doesn't mean good.
Yeah, his better year is still
saying better year could be 6 games. Saying better year could be 6 games.
All right, y'all got
So
it.
he only won 4 last year. So 6 games
Okay.
is better than 4, ain't it?
Okay. I just want y'all to wait and see what we got. Y'all bitching and complaining on week 3 of preseason. That's crazy to me.
3.
That's crazy to me.
3. Hold on.
Quit
Hold
trying.
on.
Don't
Hold
quit
on.
trying
for
to.
2 years.
Let me get him on this one. Let me get him on this one.
Let Jalen get in here. He don't normally
Free
comment.
look.
Let Jalen get in here
Free
if y'all
look, man.
would.
Here's the thing. Y'all said this preseason, and I remember this. Y'all said, "Oh man, dude, like it's just preseason. Bryce Young not gonna play like that." Man, dude, like y'all panicking. Y'all said the same thing last year preseason. So what's the difference? 3. I want to hear you so bad. Okay, is Bryce Young gonna do good in the regular season? I'll wait. Because y'all said this last year. I'm sick of this.
Panther fan,
I'm
bro.
done.
I'm supposed to be positive about my Panther season.
Oh my
I need
God.
to see.
Bro.
I need all I'm asking y'all to do is let's get a few weeks of Bryce play. If he play bad, y'all have more ammo on me.
No, if he play
But y'all
bad,
don't
he's
know
getting
yet.
benched again, and his career is over.
Yeah,
When he
So what
plays
if he
bad.
balls out? What if he
Now
balls
that's
out?
a fact, bro.
What if
Well,
he,
but and you know what? If he balls out, that is absolutely fantastic, and everybody will be pushing in the same direction. But that's not probably reality. The
Why?
reality is most likely he's going to be incrementally better, like most quarterbacks do year to year, except again, he's going to be dealing with some other issues. Young defense that everyone seems to hate, but they're going to be the ones that actually keep us in games. Even if Bryce Young goes out there and throws 40 touchdowns, if we have a god awful defense, it's not going to help anything. And this team is not going to go anywhere. He's definitely not getting 40 touchdowns, but that's what I'm saying. Even on the extreme side, it's like there's other things that still have to happen. This team will be lucky to win 6 games at this point. My original projection is 7, and I brought it down to 6 because what we've seen so far, what Canales has shown in his press conferences is that he does not trust this team yet. And he consistently says the same thing every fucking week.
Yep,
and he said it since he started. And
it's not
this is
the
it.
team, it's him. He's
Hold
a
on.
softie.
No, it's not. It's
softie.
they are having
He's a softie.
stupid.
He got his team soft.
They're not soft. These guys are not the horses you use to win a race. And I'm talking about the depth at offensive line. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep going back to that. Guys like Jatir Tyre, guys like, again, Cade Mays. Cade Mays was good in a pinch. Cade Mays is not good spread out over 17 games. So that is going to be the crux of this because his offense is an extension of his defense through the run game. And if we can't run the ball, if we don't have a guy like Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt out there, or we start having more issues like Icky and JC fighting again and dudes getting kicked out of games, like we're in a lot of trouble.
Check this out, Nick. Check this out. Why couldn't you get a center?
You should have. We should have gotten in the draft.
Go, Icky's right back into your earlier points. Go.
Yeah. What was we looking for? We were still looking for fucking wide receivers and running backs.
Yes, because Canales knows that he has to win now. If Canales doesn't win 7+ games, I genuinely believe he's out. And I'm telling you, the place to look at.
Get Cade Mays, a motherfucker who you cut, and bring him back. And like Nick just said, he was good in a pinch, but round here, motherfuckers say he's all world. He's a gold jacket.
He's not though, and the issue is again, Canales needs that win. But if we look at the Jags game and we come out of that game, let's just say something crazy, 21-7. We lose by 14. Whew. We're looking at the next game being the Cardinals. Okay, Cardinals are on the up and up. Kyler Murray. Okay, the heat's on. If we lose that game, we're going into Atlanta. No offense, Atlanta's probably going to win that game. So you start the season 0-3, and that is just through.
Lord,
that's just through confidence, because that's what Bryce Young seems to need. He seems to need the confidence. He seems to need the things pushing in the right direction, which explains why he went to Alabama and he didn't go to Houston. He went to a place where he was absolutely supported everywhere. And
his ass didn't go to USC.
Yeah, he could have gone to USC, but USC was dealing with a shitty offensive line.
Terrible. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So he didn't want to deal with that. He wanted to go to Nick Saban. He wanted to go to all the weapons, and nobody walks into the league with those weapons for the most part.
300-pound motherfuckers in them, like Brown that we had over here.
Yes.
Like Evan Neal.
Well, look at his receiving core: Hollywood Brown. What was it? Henry Ruggs,
Jameer Gibbs.
Jamison Williams.
We don't know shit over here. We don't know shit over here. We some dumb motherfuckers.
Hey, Nick, that's exactly. I mean, his mama even came out and said it. She thought he was gonna go to USC, and he picked Bama, and she was. Wait a minute, you live in California? You going all the way over there?
Yeah, I don't think. I think
they actually had a team.
I think this goes back
They
to
had
the
the number one
C2
team in the
thing.
nation.
I think it goes back to that Bryce Young coming out of college was, in my opinion, the most polished quarterback that we've seen. Even now through these past 2 years past him, I don't think there's anybody that's been able to go up to a podium and instill confidence in people like Bryce Young. Bryce Young will
I
go
had
up
him
there.
as the number one, Nick.
You don't
I
instill it in
can
me.
honestly admit it. I had him as the number one coming out.
And
I had to
listen,
see
I
that.
understand. I was understandably okay with Bryce Young. I preferred Stroud because I, like Frank Reich, like the bigger, taller, stronger quarterbacks. I don't like smaller guys unless they're just completely dynamic. And no offense, if he would have done it at almost any other school, I probably would have believed more in Bryce Young. But because of where he went and the things around him, I was like, man, he's getting benefits from being a part of Alabama, being a part of Nick Saban, all of that stuff.
Get to play backyard ball.
Yeah. And then he goes to the podium and crushes it. And then they leak the C2 score, something that they knew that obviously Stroud was, sucking at or whatever. And it was all about the processing. And Tepper was like, oh my God, I want to change this franchise and I want to make it smarter. I want to make it more polished. So Bryce Young made absolute sense. Yeah. But when it comes to the X's and O's and you go out there, yes, Bryce Young did it all at college at Alabama. CJ Stroud did it well at Ohio State. There are guys that bust Justin Fields, the whole bit, the swing. But do you really swing on a guy that is 5'10", 190 pounds? Like they said, after he weighed in, he literally went into the bathroom and started throwing up. So that was artificial weight. So this idea that he's some 200, 210-pound monster is not a thing. We've literally seen one clip of him, quote unquote, running somebody over. And Twitter went and erupted like it was the Beastquake. Like him being able to just break tackles at times blows my mind with how elusive he is.
One quarterback sneak in the whole stadium. Oh,
Yeah,
quarterbacks
never put on no. He got a commercial with him eating motherfucking Bojangles, and it seemed like he was about to throw up then.
And that's the quarterback we got.
But this is the criticism though. He could succeed at another franchise.
Son of a,
he's just not succeeding in Carolina. I think if he was in Minnesota in JJ McCarthy's position, I think that Minnesota probably justifiably wins 12 games.
All right, guys. Hey, we got some money.
He
look like, for Jesus, $20 super chat. That Kansas City game, we lost. We lost. Shit. Hold on a second. We lost. Should have even been close. That shouldn't have been close. That's true. We were in the red zone 8 times, and the scored 2 touchdowns. Unfortunately. Mm-hmm. That was the defense fault, right? When the offense could not execute. Stay blessed, everyone. Phone is going dead. That's Flame for Jesus. He's out. Now we got one last one here.
Appreciate it, Flame. Have a good one, Flame.
We got JP here. JP says, "Shout out, bro. For coming through. I follow him on Twitter. Good acknowledgement, guy.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this, guys. We're sitting here. What time is it now? We up on about 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours on this.
Oh yeah, you've been long, Wiley. You've been
it's all good,
there, bro.
It's all
Pause.
good, man.
Pause.
Hey, pause. Yeah, I look at it like this right here. It's unfortunate, and this is what I'm saying. 3. I don't want to do it because when I start to, really zero in the Bryce, it ain't gonna be good. And I've been holding off because I don't want to be that guy, because the fan base already say we hate the guy. And then when you start showing his shortcomings, even though we're going to show both the positive and negative, unfortunately, it'll be more negative than positive. Way things work, if we go with QBR does not account for bad passes. If I pull all those bad passes up and show you the percentage, it will blow your mind. Like even just now in the preseason, he threw bad passes that did not go against his QBR. And that's the thing people don't understand. If it went against the QBR, a lot of people QBRs be worse. I think that's the reason why they don't put it against the QBR, because QBR wouldn't look as good. It's just the way numbers are. These number guys, they're trying to make shit look good and they get paid for that. We have to be smarter to realize how things are actually put together. What are the methods that they use to actually calculate these things? So when we're using it the way they determined it to be best used. That's all I got.
I appreciate the knowledge. I don't know, man. I just feel like Carolina's in this interesting place where we're perpetually rebuilding, but we're not rebuilding in the way that I feel like is positive and is going to help us long term. Like, that's great if Nalo becomes a Justin Jefferson type, but he's going to be a Justin Jefferson type on a team that's constantly cycling out the wide receiver. You know, no offense, our offensive line, the two that we just went out and paid are already 27 and 28. So that's not, young. So realistically, if nothing happens in the next 3 or 4 years, we're restarting this thing again.
There you go.
I think they're starting next year.
I tell them that over here all the time.
Man, it's a shitty place to be. We went from Cam Newton to this, man.
New coach, new GM, new offensive line, new defense, new this, new that.
And I feel like the defense can do something, but now, like, obviously with us in the Trey Hendrickson sweepstakes, I guess, I really don't even feel like that's a positive reinforcement. I feel like we're not close enough to winning. What is he going to do?
Nope.
Like, what? He could put up 17 sacks on the Panthers, and sure, he'll get his money's worth and everything like that. But the team is not going to be this. All of a sudden, we're now in contention because of him.
We don't have the offense to put him in a position to even get 17 sacks.
Yeah,
that's what
defense.
I'm
He's the wrong type of player because we need an outside linebacker. He's a 4-3 defensive end.
4-3.
How are we gonna play him? Where are we gonna play him at?
Yeah, we need to go back to 4-3 on that.
Not only that, but our offense is not likely to score enough points where the defense is going to be trying to sack people.
There you go.
And that's the thing. And that's all Hendrickson is. He's a sack. He sucks against the run. He takes plays off the whole nine. You talk to an objective Bengals fans, they don't like him.
I mean, he would be
the
great
best player
on the Buffalo Bills.
Team. Potentially, yeah.
I think he's going to be a Patriot.
It's two things. He's a 4-3 guy. That's one. Okay, bam. We've been around here drafting and this and that for the last 3 to 4 years. Okay, now the Bengals score. They score
40, 50
points with Joe Burrow and chasing out no more. They score. So therefore, Trey puts his ears back. He's not gonna be able to do that over here. We don't score. That's why we get ran on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 17 sacks, he's not gonna get over here.
Nah, he'll come here
He's
and put up 10, and then we'll be like, "Oh my God, it was the worst trade."
Yeah, 10 at best.
And that's the thing. There's no one player that I say that you could literally just go get and put on this team that makes it better outside of a quarterback. But even then, there's no quarterbacks available that genuinely would make this team measurably better. Even if you go out and get a Jameis Winston, okay, we win 5 games.
No, God, no.
Well, I'm saying he's a little bit more competent than Bryce.
Yeah, he will sling that motherfucker.
I swear, yeah, to the other team. Jeez, no.
Exactly. But hey, we
I like
5 games.
And he's a prime example. I love Jameis Winston, but not on the football field.
He's one
just
of those
like
people
Bryce.
But that is, I mean, at the end of the day, that is a great example of a lot of these people are living off the success of cats in college. I'm a Florida State fan. Jameis Winston arguably had one of the greatest seasons ever in college football. You can look at the stats.
Hell yeah.
It rivals Joe Burrow. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but you got to go look at the stats. But that doesn't mean he was going to transition into the league and be this phenomenal player. A Heisman, a national championship as a freshman. That don't mean you're going to be a national treasure in the NFL. It doesn't work like that. And people keep saying that. Bryce Young won a Heisman. Bryce Young won the SEC championship. What is he doing in the NFL right now?
That's it.
You're right.
So far.
But they're blaming on our organization. What they're going to end up blaming it on? We did wrong by it.
He's putting on a show in the NFL. Like I said, he's entertaining. You know, you see him run around and make plays. It's impressive. But then you realize we left 12 points on the field because he didn't do the rudimentary elementary shit. They could have got them off the field instead of going 3 and out, running around being impressive.
Well, that's where I feel like the team is continually failing him a little bit, and I'll give him a little bit of credit for this. Like, what do teams realistically do? You go out and you get a Sam Laporta for a tight end, big, thick guy that can block and, of course, receive. What do? We go out and get basically Kyle Pitts and Jatavian Sanders, who then says he drops weight at the tight end position, so this way he can receive more. Like, we already have enough receivers on this team. I need you to go out there and block something.
No, I need a quarterback to stay in the
That's why
pocket.
that's why they went back and got
Man.
Mitchell Evans.
I need a quarterback stand in the pocket, walk up in that motherfucker. Don't go take off running.
Which is why I need a blocking tight end, which is why I think it's funny that the Sanders fans are like, oh, man, Tommy Tremble, we need to trade him. I'm like, bro, no, the fuck we don't. Tommy Tremble does not need to be traded right now. Let's have that discussion maybe at the end of the season, but
Yeah, you need to leave him alone for now, though. Yeah, because Sanders still ain't much in the blocking department.
he's not good at blocking or receiving at this point.
Good
They said Bryce needed wide receivers and tight end. Meanwhile, the team needed O-line depth, cornerback, and linebacker since Sam Darnold.
Right?
That's
Need a
the-
free
but
safety,
that-
too.
That's
Since
the
Sam
still knock
Darnold,
on the Carolina
the
Panthers.
things we
Then
need
where
now
they
is
go? Who
everything we needed before we got Bryce, and we're right back
Who
to
do they
it.
who do they go? Who do they go? Who do they cater to though? Who do they cater
Yeah,
to?
exactly.
They didn't
Why-
cater to
yeah.
what the team needed. They catered to
Nope.
what Bryce needed. And so
There
how
we
did we
go.
fail him? So how did we fail
Exactly.
him? When we've given him everything plus.
That's
We've
it.
been needing O-line, cornerback, and linebacker since the Sam Darnold days. So before Bryce got here, the three things we needed then is what we still need now.
That's
And people
crazy.
got the nerve to complain about it when you went and got wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs instead.
When I told him spending that money on an offensive line was not necessary because you had one of the best offensive line drafts, motherfuckers told me I was crazy. You spend that money and you go do that. Not just like Nick said, like Rose said, these guys are 27, 28. How long they gonna be here?
Not much
Not long
longer.
because you can't afford to pay them anymore.
Okay.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna be able to
That's
pay, you're not gonna be able to pay them. Yeah.
You can't play Taylor.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, the good teams continually draft offensive linemen. Like, the most drafted offensive linemen since 2000. These are the top 5: Broncos, Steelers, Packers, Cowboys, Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, those are winners right there, regardless of what anybody
Those are
wants to say.
Those
They
are winners.
average drafting more than 2 linemen every year. Carolina is down there by the Cleveland Browns, Las Vegas Raiders, and Miami Dolphins.
Yeah,
Those are
the teams that punt 73 times. Yeah.
Exactly. You can be wrong. Right after the Miami Dolphins is the Baltimore Ravens, but that's because they actually crush on their offensive line picks, and they don't need more than 1 or 1.5 guys a year.
There we go.
And then their undrafted guys work out too.
Exactly. So that they're literally the outlier, because if you take
Yeah.
the Ravens out of that equation, the next
Yeah.
ones to finish out the list are the Bears, the Jets, the Titans, the Commanders, and the Jaguars. And of course, the Commanders are only relevant as of last year.
If you look at the Ravens themselves, there's either draft picks or hardly ever free agents. It's draft picks or free agents. I mean, undrafted draft picks. That's what they usually pick up, and that builds their team out long term. They don't go out, big free agents out here. They ain't doing that. And that's how they can sustain success, because they keep the money low.
Well, not just that, but they pay people when they need to be paid. Like, no
Yeah.
offense, this team could have, regardless of anybody's feelings about the guy, we could still have a guy like Brian Burns on this team. If we
Hey,
paid him
roll, don't do that,
3
roll. You're
years.
gonna start some shit around here, roll.
boy.
No, that's what I'm
Light a
saying.
fire, boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Light a fire.
Roll.
Light a fire. Hey, Dave, don't you talk that common sense?
Okay, let's not say him then. Let's say Christian McCaffrey. We could have kept Christian McCaffrey or DJ Moore or any of those guys by just paying them early. Like, realistically, if Bryce was a good quarterback,
We had those
we
two
should
locked
be
in.
we should be locking them in right now.
Yeah.
No, we had Christian on a good contract. We had DJ on a good contract. The
And they
problem
screwed it up.
was they wanted to have a quarterback. That's back to what I said.
No,
Remember
not
when
for
we started
Christian,
this?
not for Christian.
Hello.
They came to
Let's go back.
Christian and they asked Christian to restructure once again. And he didn't like the way that they was going because
The
he already
franchise
did
was
it.
going.
And they did that,
Yeah.
and then they did that bullshit.
But guess what?
Based on the low, he requested the trade.
Yeah, but you didn't have
That's
to.
why he didn't play them last 3 games.
But you didn't have to. You didn't have to. You don't have to do it. All I'm saying is this: if we'd have kept those pieces that we talked about, and we'd have filled those holes in that next draft, and then the following draft had Caleb Williams or some other quarterback, Drake May, we'd be on the path to the Super Bowl. On the path to the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everybody want to jump out the window. Want to go too fast. Oh, look at that over there. Look at that over there. Look
The
at
Carolina Panthers have been horribly managed for multiple seasons.
Come on, man.
Horribly managed.
We're still technically under the Tepper regime if you really want to get deep into it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We never left. Dan Morgan was his protege. So no offense, everything that he learned from Scott Fitterer.
See,
That's why we don't need him.
Well, he
That's-
want to say he learned all that shit from Brandon Bean, but ain't no way he learned it from Brandon Bean. If you really want to get that up, like McDermott and Bean should have been our head coach and GM. And then think about that.
You're right. But I mean, just think since 2022, for example, we only have besides the guys that are physically still under contract, we have Icky from that 22 team and we have Cade Mays from that 22 team. That's it. And then once we get to the next one, we're talking about dudes like Jamie Robinson, DJ Johnson, nobody like Jonathan Mingo for that matter.
We only got 2 people from that draft.
Yeah,
That would be
I just feel like
that'd be DJ and what's his name? Just got paid. JC.
yes, JC.
Yeah, that's all. We only got that 2. Now that's 4 draft picks.
I just feel like we flubbed every draft for like the last 3 years. Even this past one, there was some guys that I feel like we could have really gotten instead of this. But to be honest, we don't know yet. This is the one draft that, hey, you know what? I haven't seen it yet. But last year's draft, I don't like.
Last year's draft, I think this year tell us about last year's draft. If the guys from last year are not it, then we'll know as soon as it's mid-season. We'll know for sure if it was a waste or not.
I mean, we already cut Michael Barrett, so that 7th round pick is a waste. But yeah, I don't think Krumity is going to be it. We've got plenty of defensive tackles, so he's really never going to see the field.
Yeah.
Shaw's going to be the nickel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jatavian's going to be tight end 1 behind, until Tremble comes back. Trevin Wallace is linebacker 2 because he doesn't have another choice.
Correct.
Brooks is still on IR, and Xavier Legette's wide receiver 2, like that we traded up for.
Yeah, but I said then that's a good draft. If you can hit on 70% of your draft picks, you got a good draft.
Oh, bro, we hit on maybe 2 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Hey, Roll, I was trying, Roll. Roll. You too damn smart, Roll.
The only person that's going to be there in the next 4 to 5 years is probably Xavier Legette. Just like y'all said, we got 2 out of this draft, 2 out of that draft, 2 out of. We're gonna get 1 out of that draft.
Bro, to be honest, that 23 draft we didn't even get 2 out of. Like the other ones are DJ Johnson, Zavala.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Like, no.
DJ Johnson.
Oh Lord.
It's funny. I be trying not to laugh.
DJ Johnson is
where Q Black ass at? That's Q's guy.
I just feel like, okay, let's just put this past draft, bro. We passed on plenty of great offensive linemen, but we passed on the linebacker for the Steelers now. Why can I not remember his name?
Oh,
Peyton Wilson.
Peyton Wilson, yeah.
I love Peyton Wilson.
They was crying about the medicals on him.
I don't care. Like, cry medicals all you want. Why did we not cry medicals about Jonathan Brooks then?
See?
Oh, you got a point there.
Hey, Roll is spicy. What the world?
Man, Roll.
Hey, careful, Roll. Careful, Roll.
Because Jonathan Brooks was for Bryce. Anything for Bryce.
Roll, they're going to say you Black Cat Panther. Man, what's up with this?
He's a running back. He was for Bryce. That's why they didn't care about the medicals. Yeah.
Receiving running back. Receiver.
But he's not even the running back that benefited him in college. Like, are we really going to say that Jonathan Brooks is anything close to Jahmyr Gibbs?
No.
But according to the draft experts, in that draft, he was either a number 2 or number 3 running back in that draft. So
the draft experts also believe that Will Levis could be Tom Brady. So I think we need to take them with a grain of salt.
I say Bryce Young could be Russell Wilson.
Hey, whoa. So y'all guys, I got to get in the corner. Hold on.
Bryce Young could be Russell Wilson once I change the Madden settings. But
Yep.
otherwise, like in real life, that's not where that's going to be. He needs to succeed on a team like the 49ers, the Vikings, a team that actually builds out and then adds the quarterback. Like, if he was a 49er,
Yeah.
yes, I think we could be having the argument that he's a Pro Bowler if he wasn't already. But he doesn't have that all-star cast around him all the time. He doesn't have an all-star OC. No offense to Canales. I love Canales
True.
to death, but he's still really figuring it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but Ro, did you see the beginning of the show, Ro, where we broke down the actual Cleveland game, preseason game?
No, I didn't see it. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, check it out, man, because I think it's good for this reason. It shows now offense play calling. We were beating up the play caller, right?
Yep.
But man, there was so many receivers wide open when you actually look at the all 22. The receivers were running wide open. Bryce was holding on to the ball.
But that's the problem. Like, he's supposed to be this elite processor, but if he's not processing what he's seeing on the field, then he's not an elite processor. Like, I'm tired of giving him this pass that he's so smart and he's so this and he's so that. He's elusive. I'll give him that. But he's elusive in situations because people don't trust him to throw the ball. So they're like, just let him run. Like, if he gets 10 yards, okay, we'll die by the Bryce Young scramble game. But if he tries to pass the ball, he's fucked.
Yeah, but here's the funny part. When I looked at the all 22 for Houston game, right?
Yeah.
Those 3 and outs, should not have been 3 and outs. Each time, I think it was either second down or even third down, the receiver ran directly by 8 yards in the middle of the field in front of Bryce. All Bryce had to do was let the ball go. Receiver had a first down. We could have moved to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't hard plays. I mean, the receiver crossed right in front of him. I said, man, I was mad as fuck, man, because y'all talking all this stuff, and I understand it's preseason, but it's the same thing with that play where he caught the touchdown in the first game. So yes, I love that. Coker caught it, right? But in that going up to that, that's what we broke down. Going up to that, he passed to Thielen, remember?
Yeah.
Well, and that pass to Thielen, that should have been a touchdown to Coker there. Because Coker was wide open in the same area.
And that's the problem that I think I think we're still not realizing that, or maybe we're not ready to come to terms, or whatever you want to say, that Bryce Young has confidence issues.
Yes.
And that not only that this whole thing of Canales not playing him is to not further damage him.
Yep.
And everyone's going to blame Reich and everything like that. I genuinely don't. I think it's just he saw strife for the first time. You know, he had pushback for the first time. You know, he won a ton of games in high school and college and all that other stuff. I think we only lost 1 game in college. I think that's what the crazy stat was.
Yep.
But then you come to the NFL and you're losing every week, and you can't, like, again, even his good games the first year up until really the Falcons game, his ceiling was what, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Like, on average, he threw less than a touchdown a game. Like, that's
they said that about Trevor Lawrence too, but those excuses are out the door at this point.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. Trevor Lawrence was this lauded generational talent. Bryce Young was just
he never lost either until NFL.
Yeah. I won't put him in the same thing as T-Law. Plus, T-Law has actually shown that he can eclipse 3,000 yards and he can play for a bad coach, that he can rebound and everything like that. He's still also got a cannon on him. He also has processing issues, but no one told me that he was an elite processor. They just told me he had the build. He was the everything. He was perfect size, everything. That's the same thing with Quinn Ewers.
He's willing to learn.
Yeah. So
he's coachable.
Yeah, he has the intangibles, just like Bryce does. And again, I'm going to continue to say Bryce is the podium king. But the problem is there's a game to play before that, and he can't answer for that, unfortunately, or at least hasn't to this point. I'll keep holding that Atlanta game out of it because, of course, that was an awesome game. And if I want to be hyped about Bryce Young, I'll go watch that game. But
I'm going to pull up the all 22s on all those games for this reason. I'm going to show the lowlights for all those games. They'll see how many points, even though he was playing great, that he still left on the field. This is the problem people not understanding. Just because he did that doesn't mean it was great. You played to a lower. Yes, your competition was. Yes, you improved. Great. But it's not sustainable. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent on hitting that. Hey, it's open, hit it. Okay, keep moving. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a fade right. Hit the fade right. Okay, cool. Hey, the guys hit the check down. Like you getting the offense into rhythm. He can't do that because it's like he's looking for that splash play. Like, dude, take the shot that's right in front of you. This ain't hard.
Yeah, that could be it. It could be that he's trying to be so smart about it, and he's trying to be so big brain about it that he's not just doing the easy thing. He's not just taking those 3 or 4 yards when he sees it. He's like, oh, there's somebody else. Oh no, I gotta wait until the double move from Tetaroa, and then I can do it. It's like, no, bro, you just need to take the yards where you can get them. Yeah,
the defense defense give me that. Got it. That's how Patrick does it. You open the whole field up. Next thing you know, you got to play every inch of the turf.
Next thing you know, you got 30. Next thing you know, you got 30 points on the board.
And not only that,
your defense is getting a water break.
That running back gash you because you try to open up. Next, you know, you can't play 8 in the box no more.
Nope.
Come on now.
Yeah, but that also goes back to the confidence thing. Patrick Mahomes has plenty of confidence. He's won. He's done all that other stuff. He knows that he can win a game if he's down by 21. Bryce Young hasn't proved that to anybody, not even himself. So, yeah, just like the comment says, you got to take what the defense gives you, man. Just go out there and play ball.
Yeah, he lets the play break down and put it back together. Yeah. That's what he likes to do.
Hey, Wiley, I got to step off. Are you gonna be able to end the show? Are you able to end the show?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna step off. Hey, y'all fellas, man, we had a good one today.
Yes,
Nick,
sir.
I appreciate you for coming through, Kevin, Kev,
Of course, bro.
Logic, BJ, all y'all boys, man. Even drivers, monkey ass. You know,
my boy, go, y'all stop.
All right, we'll holler.
All right, man.
Absolutely, stay safe.
Hey, man, so I hear everything you say about Bryce, about processing, and you know, would you say
what's up, Drive?
Would you say
is he playing tomorrow night?
I'm gonna read out stats.
No.
28 for 46, 0 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Or 175 out of 270, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. Would you call that great or good or any sort of
no,
process?
Absolutely not.
Okay, see, that's what I hate to keep bringing up CJ Stroud. That's what he does when he get the ball and he starts on his own field.
Drive. Guess what? His whole half of the 3/4 of the Texans, right? Texan podcast said CJ had a bad year last year. That he is between his rookie year and his sophomore year, right?
Sophomore slump.
It was a sophomore slump. They said that about him. Now he still won because, like you said, the defense was great. Now, what they expect for them this year, and this is what they were talking about in that preseason game against us, was okay. Look like he's processing better. Look like he's making better decisions. He's taking a check down. He's doing the basic things that a quarterback needs to do. Not trying to hit the home run every time. They said, not me, the podcaster that are Texans.
Okay, so I can agree with you on that. So,
so
if they said that right, I'm listening to you correct. If they said that, that means going into year 3, they was questioning his quarterbacking for his reading.
They want him to be a so in the AFC. Excuse me, you got to look at the level of quarterback play. You got to be a top 10, top 8 quarterback and a top 3, top 4 defense to win in that division, right? In that conference, rather.
Yeah,
you have to be that. Yeah, you have to be that. So yeah. So that's what they wanting from. They want perfection out of him because they know they got to go to Patrick. They know they got to go to Burrow. They got to go to Lamar. That's why they pushing him so hard because they want to win a Super Bowl. And the only way they can win the Super Bowl, he has to be at that level of play, not the level he's at. Though it's good, he has to raise that bar. That's all.
Yeah, and last year his slump was because he started throwing more picks. It wasn't because he couldn't throw a ton of touchdowns. He still threw 20 touchdowns, which is more than we're dealing with Bryce. But he was putting them in positions where they're losing games. You went from 5 interceptions to 12.
Correct. I mean, but if you're breaking them down, 16 touchdowns to 0, which is inside his opponent. He started with like 15 games. Like I told you, if you get in position all the time on the opponent's field, you should be good. But if I just broke down the stats where
I don't disagree.
1 for 7 on his own field, he can't get the ball downfield.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Let's put a little color in there, right? So his number 2 receiver was supposed to have been what was the guy the one that got
Tank
Yep. No, Tank got hurt too. He was number 3.
Collins got hurt.
Collins, he got hurt too. He was number 1. Stephon Diggs. Yep, Stephon Diggs. Diggs got hurt 8 games or so in, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
He played 8 games. I think Tank Dell played like 3 or 4 games, and Collins got hurt multiple times last year.
None of those guys shared the field together. They played 2 games together. That's it.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. They started the first game together, I think.
Yep.
And then somebody got hurt.
Yep.
So it's like.
And not just that, they won 2 playoff games.
And the O-line. O-line was terrible too.
The whole O-line. So 3 of the 5 O-linemen he had this year, they all knew. Because last year his O-line was getting killed. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just stating the situation. So when you look at his decision making, it was under pressure. And this is the thing when I was evaluating for the pre-draft. Every time he was at Ohio State and he got under a lot of pressure, like the pocket was collapsing, he will make some bad decisions. And those things occurred more often last year because of the offensive line. So, in saying that, look at all the things I said went wrong. And he still had more yards than Bryce.
I was about to say that. Yep. He went through what Bryce went through his rookie season, and he still did better.
There you go. Yep.
Caleb Williams went through it.
You gave up the stats. You said what?
I
270 yards and stuff. Like Bryce ain't throwing for 250 and losing.
That's a kind of not because they registered one of his games, right? So I think he had like 22 yards or something. He came in at the end of the game. I mean, if they putting all that into your average, and then if you're talking about the second game of the year last year, I think he had like 88 yards in the second game, if I'm not mistaken. But from the point he came back from being benched, he showed more than what he showed even in his first year.
We don't disagree with that.
Yeah, but they're still not saying a whole lot. You had games where he had 130 yards, 140 yards, and everybody talking about he did better. No, those are still poor stats.
Here's the thing. Improvement doesn't mean he got good. It just means he improved.
You go. Facts.
There's a bar. There's a bar he needs to hit, and he's still underneath that bar.
Just like everybody
he improves.
He won 4 games. If you win 6 games this year, it's an improvement. But it's 6 games.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
We ain't going to the playoffs with 6.
Ain't none of that.
Nah, we ain't going to no playoffs.
It's just an improvement.
We gonna go to the playoffs with 6 games. Nah, that ain't happening.
Not happening. We just saying at the end of the day, it ain't just us talking junk about Bryce. We have facts to back up what we're talking about. We have stats to back up what we're talking about. And at the end of the day, he's got to get the job done.
Yeah, like I say, passing. He should average 250 a game, easy. But if you can't win no games throwing no 130 yards. I mean, I agree with you on it. When he going out there throwing under 200 yards, that ain't my type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
not just that, but he's also doing it at like 60% completion rate.
There you go.
Right.
That too. We would shut our mouth if it was, 75, 80 completion percentage and he got a couple touchdowns. That means he's efficient. It might not be great yards, but he's efficient. Because you can't argue that when he's efficient. When you're not efficient and you still doing 130, bro, that's porous.
Yeah,
that's porous.
And that's why I say people get impressed because they see him scrambling and he throws and he completes a pass. Oh, he did great. No, it was 150 yards and 0 touchdowns.
See, my take being different from reason I say I'm saying what I'm saying for as Bryce and bagging Bryce up, not off what other people looking at it. I'm looking at it is that they drafted a wide receiver. So the way I look at his flaws, I feel like Tech gonna cover it up. And me watching the football game and watching what we already got for as receivers, it's gonna showcase. You get what I'm saying? Like I say, for as Tech being going downfield, we trying to get them long extended plays, or throwing deep balls down the field. All that stuff his yards per game gonna go up. Yeah, that's a fact. Nah.
Based on what?
I've Tech. I mean, I know that's one thing about it. I'm not saying Tech. I'm not finna sit and say this man finna have the greatest, the best rookie wide receiver ever, season ever. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you is that based on the wide receivers that we got from the last 3 draft picks, I feel like he's the better wide receiver.
We could show you games from last year where the receivers we already had were running wide open, and he chose to do something else. That's the thing. Like we went and got Ted, great, but now that doesn't mean he's gonna throw him the ball. Ted might get messed around. Ted might get out there and be too far down the field.
You're right.
Nah, man, he got to throw that man the ball, man.
He might be too far down the field.
I mean, we'll be having the same discussion.
Excel might be playing in traffic.
Yeah, that's the part that gets me, though. People think it's just as simple as getting a wide receiver and then say, oh, yeah, he's going to be all right. Listen.
I just think Tech is a better deep threat off the line than X.
Right, but see, that's why I said Tech might end up too far down the field, and then you're gonna have XL playing in traffic, and then you got Thielen playing in traffic.
Yeah. But so y'all agree with me that the wide receiver that we upgraded with is a better wide receiver, the best wide receiver that we've drafted?
No, I don't.
He's better
there's
than
no
XL,
guarantee.
yes.
Yeah, he's better than XL, just depending on how you want to look at it. But based on what style or what kind of routes they're going to be running, but that it doesn't guarantee that Bryce is just going to start throwing 250 a game.
Yeah, they don't equate to much with it when it comes to that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. You can bring Christian McCaffrey back. It doesn't mean that Bryce is going to be throwing him the ball all the time.
It realistically, after this year, we say that we're going to go out and get another quarterback. Do you think we go get it in the draft, or do you think that we are talking about a free agency situation?
I hope that we would go draft, but they're probably more likely to go ahead and do a free agent quarterback. And because
man, we're back to Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, aren't we?
I know, and I don't want to do that either. But they have shown you no interest in trying to get a backup, a legit somebody to threaten Bryce. They've not shown any of that. So until they do that, I can't trust that they'll even do that in the draft. They'll just avoid it and go get another weapon. I mean, how likely do you think Bryce is to getting a contract? Or you think they're going to do the smart thing and really move on from him after this season?
To be honest,
think they're going to at least bench him.
Yeah, if he doesn't put up or shut up, or if he doesn't put up, he's going to be shut up. I think that there's a situation, though, where it would be advantageous for us to, if he doesn't have any trade value, to just leave him on the team because the 5th-year option isn't bad. And if that's our backup quarterback salary, you know what? Maybe Bryce, adds something to our next quarterback, sure. But there's no point in me go out there and rolling out Jake Plummer. I'd rather roll out Bryce Young than Jake Plummer, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've seen Jake Plummer live in Charlotte. It ain't what y'all think it is.
Yeah.
Ain't no answer to this question, to be honest with you, until not this season, next season. And the reason I say that is ain't no ain't no real reason to cut Bryce.
Agreed.
After this season, you get what I'm saying? It's
I
like
agree.
it just don't make no sense. So if you
cut-
can't just cut him
That's why I
outright,
say he'd be benched.
yeah. I mean, that's why I say you just gotta wait. You gotta give whatever he become 2 years.
If Canales get fired though, he gone.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I say this: you can actually say you keep Bryce, long as you don't assign him to extension. You pick up a
Right.
5th year option. Then we build out our team. Hey, 5th year we go. He ain't it. Draft your quarterback. Keep pushing.
Hey,
As long as we didn't invested money in it, I'm okay
Yeah,
with it.
well, but
Speaking
Wally,
of that,
but
I'm
Wally,
glad you
talking
said
about 2
that.
years though. You talking about 2 more years?
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad you said that.
Unfortunately, we'll be hitting up on those signing some guards and all that stuff. So if you're gonna do that, that means you build out
But
your roster.
I'm also talking about quarterback too. If you're talking about replacing them in those 2 years,
Okay.
what if next year's draft class of quarterbacks ain't nowhere near? Well, it's way better than the one we get the next year after that. We got to think about that too. That comes into play. You're gonna be getting, that should be technically a strong quarterback class next year. The year after that might not be, bro. So we got to think
Yeah,
about that too.
I guess if they're looking at it that way, I'm looking at it as if we can get it'd be nice to have a generational quarterback, right? But I don't think you really know these things.
Yeah.
Unless there's a guy that's just obvious from high school. Some guys come late. If we really get a really good quarterback, but we have an excellent team on offense and defense, and he just got to come in there and learn like Tom did, that's what you want to do. You want to put him in that place where you can cuddle them and coddle them and have them grow. Not put them out there and go, you go, and it's like, well, why ain't it happening? Because
Yeah.
all these guys that are top quarterback, no one talks about this. Look at all the ones they say are top quarterbacks. Name one of them that came straight in and started playing, other than Burrow. Name one.
You're right.
You can't.
Well,
All of them have sit down. But we went out here and said, just because some guys came in and did some things, we done changed the whole model. Oh, the last 2 years, this is the way it works. No, the model has been the same. Hey, you come in, you got a half a year, get your feet under you. You know what I'm saying? You got a bridge quarterback. You play them the last 5-6 games, get them started. Then over the off season they get to talk about what they saw, and then the next year you start them. That's how you're supposed to do it.
that's all.
Yeah, but
we didn't do that.
But at this point, to reset this franchise, we need to spend an entire draft drafting the players that people hate: alignment, safeties, stuff
Yes,
like that.
you have
I
to.
agree.
Yes.
And the
Everything
problem
we needed
is
before Bryce.
correct, and all of that stuff doesn't fall on. It has to fall on somebody's shoulder. So it's not going to be the new coach, because the new coach is going to do what Canales
The
does:
owner
try to infuse as much talent to make their side of the ball look good, which is going to be the offensive side of the ball. So
I
all that
agree,
other
but
stuff is going to be put to the back.
the only way that really works is the owner has to be mature, and we have an immature owner.
You're 100% right.
So
That's
what
the
you
only
telling me? There really ain't a whole lot of hope
Hey,
and stuff
I'm
going
trying to
forward.
I'm trying to be reasonable, Logic. I'm trying to be reasonable.
How you gonna be reasonable, Wally? When we ain't got a reasonable owner?
Exactly.
We got somebody insane. I'm going, hey, Logic,
No,
it's okay. You like this fool's insane. I'm like, Logic, it's all right.
You're trying to be positive.
Be
No,
positive.
I'm not even
Okay.
trying
Be
to be positive. I'm trying to be rational.
okay.
I'm trying
Okay.
to be. I'm not even positive. Just
Be
rational.
positive. Oh, okay.
No, Logic, kiss my ass. Roll, you see how you try to set me up. You saw that, right?
Oh yeah, you got set up nice and easy.
I'm just
All right, now. All right.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I want things to go, but we got so many issues from the top of the mountain to the bottom of it, and it sucks because we should have had these things taken care of, vital positions that we ignored for whatever reason, whether it's to help the quarterback or whether it's the coordinator wanted this or whatever the case may be. We should have had the center position taken care of. We should have had
Yes.
the right
Thank
tackle
you.
position taken care of. We should have had the safety and linebacker position taken care of. We didn't do those things, and so we're still paying for them. So it's until we do that, honestly, Like Nick saying, it really don't matter.
Yeah,
What's the point?
the
even
people
getting
are
that guy?
they're
So,
blaming those issues for why Bryce can't succeed, but it's the issues that we had before we got Bryce. So it's just like
and nobody wants to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, those people are already there. Yes. Yeah.
We need to draft next year as it. Just forget about Bryce. Let Bryce stay here. Pick up the 5th-year option. Build your team out. If it works out with Bryce, watch this. If it works out with Bryce, great. If it doesn't work out with Bryce, the team is set up. Now you got 2 drafts. That's 14 draft picks, right? About 14, maybe more draft picks, right? Then you can get your safety. You can get your linebacker. You can get replacement for Icky. You can get replacement for the guards. You can get a replacement center. You know what I'm saying? You get all the things that you need. So that way, when these guys when that quarterback comes and Bryce is great, he got a team built out. If not, that person that you draft, they walking into a situation where only a few guys got to be signed.
JJ McCarthy.
You got exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is y'all likelihood? What are y'all thinking as far as next year? Let's say they don't end up getting rid of Bryce, but he's clearly still got his.
They for
don't
sure getting rid
don't
of
extend
Bryce.
him.
I'm not talking about that.
Don't extend him.
I'm talking about
Just don't pay.
You don't even
as
you
far as
don't
the
have to
draft
have the
goes.
discussion yet. It's only going into his 4th year. You don't have to have the discussion. You make him play the 4th year out, and at the end of the year or whenever you have to.
No.
You
So you
give
got
him
to
the
deal with
5th.
the social. So you got to do the social media thing. So you pick up this 5th-year option. This is the reason why. Because you don't want all that unnecessary noise while you're building your team out.
Yes.
You pick up the 5th-year option. You don't tell nobody shit. You pick up the 5th-year option. You keep all the dust down, right? And you keep building your team quietly. And then whenever you go, we're not picking your extending you. Guess what? It's a short period of time where you're dealing with that.
But what about the draft? That's mainly what I was talking about.
So I will draft
drafts for Bryce Young.
Yeah,
What is the likelihood that even though everything you said was correct, that we go in and just say, forget Bryce, let's just focus on that. But they've shown you the past 2 years, he was the focal point. So what percentage y'all believe is going to be?
I would double down and use this draft as a reason to go get offensive linemen and all those dirty positions that people don't want to talk about. So this way, the next year when the big quarterback draft is, we might be in the Manning sweepstakes because Bryce Young is still the quarterback.
Lord, don't speak that name. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yeah.
No,
Please let it happen. Please let it happen.
But listen, if we would have done that though,
roll, you can't be out here doing this, roll. You got us drooling, man.
Is this Andy Dalton's last year?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll have a different backup by then too, hopefully. So
another Bryce.
Well, yeah, they ain't bringing nobody.
Bryce twice, baby. Bryce twice, baby.
So what? So y'all believe they'll do that though? Y'all don't think they're
absolutely not? No, we're gonna double down on whatever Canales does in hopes that he can get if he doesn't get fired, assuming.
But I think he will do this role.
Man. That's
I think he would do this role. I think he would go with like next year, say the first round, he'd go with a center or a guard, right? He'll go with a center guard or a tackle, one of those three. On the line,
be a quarterback.
No, not next year. Not next year. Reason why? Because he needs to talk to the owner so that way he can tell him.
Oh, I'll put a pin in this.
I know. Put a pin in it. I know that if he actually have the conversation and say, "Look, we're gonna give Bryce opportunity to develop. If he doesn't develop, our team will be here, and I will win the year. Either we extend Bryce, or I win that next year with a rookie quarterback." That way, the owner can say, I can see where we're going, and you have a team. Whether I'm here or not, you have a team that can actually succeed. I think the owner will make a deal with that.
Well, it sounds like to me you throwing away 2026. You telling us you're ready to swallow that.
I'm not throwing it away. I'm building my team. We should have built our team.
I'm thinking that's not how it's going to go. I'm thinking how it's actually going to go is we lose the first 3 or 4 games. We start 0-4 or 0-5 or 0-6. And it really stinks. Bryce is not better. And then Tepper axes Canales. And then we're back drafting a quarterback in the first round with a top pick this year. And we'll end up with like a Drew Aller or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Drew Aller, Clay
and then a brand new brand new head coach as well. But if that's the case, Dan Morgan needs to go too.
Yes.
But if that's the case, I think the one person we hopefully don't lose is Brant Tillis, because I do like Brant Tillis.
Yes, I do too. Hey, that's the best. I mean, it sucks that we would have to lose, but that's the only way to right the ship. Honestly, would be that way.
I think that's realistically an option, just because
Yes.
Tepper's got that short leash on him. I love Canales. I literally picked Canales 30 days before he was announced as the HC. Like I was early on Canales, but I the one caveat was always David Tepper.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If we do that, we'll be back in this do loop, man.
I understand y'all feel like that if losing Bryce or losing to get a quarterback would fulfill our needs. But
no. You notice what I just did? I said I didn't have nothing to do with Bryce. I said whether or
I
not
heard
Bryce.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, somebody else said I'd rather the best thing shit is we lose.
No, he said that's what the most likely gonna do.
Yeah,
he didn't say that's what he wanted. He didn't say that's what he wanted. See, there you go.
Yeah, most likely Bryce is just played. Canales, unless he absolutely has to, because it looks so bad, he's going to put Bryce out there to die, essentially, career-wise, I mean. And his career is going to live and die by him. The minute he has to pull him out, Canales is admitting that he's non-rehabable, and it's done. Like, whatever else it is, whether or not it's Andy Dalton, like the fact that Andy Dalton was hurt enough to not play in the game, but also could play, means that he is so scared that if Andy Dalton gets hurt, that he is like, we might go 0-17.
To be honest, I think for the Bryce fans, if I were y'all, I would prepare for the worst.
Absolutely.
And you can blame O-line injuries or whatever you want to blame. There's a high possibility that Bryce gets benched again, and after that, he might be done.
You might be right on that. And here's what I think it is. Remember in that game, when I looked at all 22, and I actually think about the game now. When he said that about Bryce, you're not earning that position. You know, the opportunity to play, continue to play. And it was only Bryce that didn't go back out there. I think he pulled that film up. He's showing him, let the ball go, man. The guys are running directly in front of you. Either you're going to shit or get out the pot. And I believe he thinks that because he put that pressure on him last year with the benching, that was an opportunity to light a fire. Maybe it did. I don't know.
Yeah, I would prepare for the worst because Nick, that's your name, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you already broke it down like you were saying. Like the O-line, we have injuries.
Yep.
Yes, but
with
the
no
problem
depth.
the problem with that is we've seen other quarterbacks who don't have good offensive lines.
Right.
And they've still got the job done. So that's going to hinder Bryce. If anybody comes out and says, well, he ain't
That's why
got
I
no
said
good offensive.
they can blame anybody they want to, but there's a possibility he might get benched. Regardless of the reason, he's not on pace to really do good this year.
I agree, and I brought up that point just to give them like a reason, like, hey, his offensive line is going to be bad, but it doesn't matter. That's just a reason for them to just push the goalpost the next year. Oh, well, next year they just need to be healthy, and Bryce will have it all figured out. It's like, bro, he literally threw a ball behind Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're getting at with
this. Roll. If you get the opportunity, matter of fact, I'll put that link also in the chat. Where the other all 22 from that Houston guy.
Yeah.
And he talks about, he shows the Houston game. It ain't just Dowd. Dude, it's horrible. He was only out there 2 plays.
And that's the problem. Drives. Elite processor he can't do the basics. Like, it's not just a confidence issue. He might just not be it. Like, and that's the hard part. Like, as a fan, you want to criticize the team and like be honest about it. But then people will be like, "Oh man, you ain't a fan," and everything like that. Like, no, I'm just being honest about what I'm seeing, man. I'm not gonna just pretend like none of these other plays that happened didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think living in delusion is the crazy way to like be a fan.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And I just, I think we are in a situation where we have to make a decision. I think the prudent thing is Let the people that are Bryce lovers keep that guy for the next 2 years. Build our team out because we keep skipping steps. As long as you never build your team, you're never going to actually have a team that will make a roll for 5 years. Go ahead.
No, you're right.
I don't know who you think your owner is. Talking about deferring his satisfaction for 2 years. I had to come up here and talk to you while I don't know who the hell you think your owner is.
I heard.
You think he gonna sit on the pot for a whole year? No,
No,
sir.
he's
That's
gonna
not David
build out his
Tepper.
team. He's gonna build out his team.
No, sir. That's not
He's
David
gonna win.
Tepper.
He's gonna win some games.
No, sir.
now.
That's
He gonna
not
win some
David
games.
Tepper. No,
He gonna win some
sir.
games.
He ain't gonna sit back and watch the Falcons potentially win this division. He's not gonna sit back and watch the projected Saints, who's supposed to be the worst team, come back within a year or 2 years and have a better record than the Panthers. He ain't gonna sit by and even watch that shit happen.
So Red, what
That's
you
why I
saying
said
is
prepare for the worst.
You
Because
make-
if he gets benched again, he ain't coming back.
so Red, what you saying is you making your signature dish. You left the kitchen just for a minute. He done ran in there and add something to the pot. He can't help himself.
Yeah. That's it exactly, BJ. That's it
Oh,
exactly.
man. You got no patience. No patience.
I don't know what Wiley in here talking about. Wiley done lost his damn mind. He need to go take a nap. I said, what Wiley talking about?
You know
David
what, Red?
Tepper? Shit.
This shit needs some paprika in here, man.
Yeah.
David
then
Tepper ain't gonna sit by and watch no loser season again. Somebody getting their ass out of Carolina. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, Red, you
Yeah.
know what I want to
Yeah,
ask you?
Yeah, bro.
I want to ask you, why did Atlanta pick Penix? You ever figure that out? Why they did that?
Why did we draft him?
Because he was just available and there, or what? Well, yeah.
No, let me tell you what they've said and what I've said and told people, but I guess they don't want to believe it because they just say that don't make no sense. But they were drafting. Well, they went out and got Kirk Cousins for a minimum of 2 years and a potential of 4 years. But they were looking at a quarterback for the future. They thought that draft class had several franchise quarterbacks in it. And when he fell to 8, they were surprised. So they turned the card in on him.
Okay.
You can see how that boy was sitting there with his family. Atlanta hadn't promised him shit.
I know. I never seen it coming.
No, they hadn't
That's
promised him
one.
shit. They went out
That's
to
one.
Washington and worked him out. And they said when they saw him throw that football, with the speed and with the velocity, and they said it was cold up there and it was raining. And he was throwing ropes in driving wind, icy conditions, rainy conditions. They knew the type of arm he had. That if he could throw like that up in Washington,
Yeah, he was spinning
where
that
it's
thing.
and then you put him
throws
in
a
a
pretty
dome,
ball, man.
and then you put him in a dome
Hmm.
where he gonna be playing half his games at. They said we'll take it.
Damn, boy.
So
What?
it just so happened they wasn't trying to rush him. It ain't like they said we got the quarterback of the future. Let's start him week 1. They planned to sit him behind Kirk Cousins the whole time. Kirk just fell off a fucking cliff.
Yeah. And you know what? They ain't even look back. They said, all right, you go ahead and get the hell on. We'll take
But how motherfuckers telling me Penix go get benched week 4 for Kirk Cousins. I said, okay, you don't lost your damn mind. You don't lost your damn mind.
Kurt knows it too. He knows it.
Yeah.
He know what
Kirk
that boy
Cousins
can
wanna
do.
go somewhere else. He want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
He want to go somewhere else. But you know what Atlanta told him? See, they didn't do what Seattle did with Russell Wilson. No, not Seattle, but Denver. See, Denver had already paid Russell Wilson. They could have made Russell sit on the motherfucking bench. They didn't get shit for Russell Wilson. But Sean Payton had confidence in what he was doing. He said, well, I don't give a fuck. Let him go. It's on my back. Raheem Morris and them, they didn't say that shit.
Right.
Hell no, we done paid you. Your ass gonna hold his clipboard.
You gonna hold, that's right.
Yeah, I don't give a damn how bad it looks. Now, if somebody give us a good deal for you,
even though they make more money than this guy I'm about to mention, But they, like Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson, them guys wanted to still be on the field, right? Even though they got
That's
paid.
right.
That
That's
goddamn Andy Dalton, he kicked back with his foot up, sipping on a glass of lemonade,
Oh yeah.
hair
And they don't want to
straight,
mess his
ain't
hair
a
up.
damn
And
thing.
they don't want to mess his hair up, man.
He on Easy
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah, but that goes to show how inept the team is as far as keeping him on the roster because Andy don't want to play. He don't want to
Sure
He
play.
don't,
don't.
Leo.
He don't, man.
He damn sure don't,
Leo, they
Leo.
boys. That's the fucked up part. They boys. That's how they acting.
Yeah,
We
him
gonna
and
keep
Yeah,
it
Jordan
yeah.
hanging up.
Like I gotta give you a paycheck. You
Johnny
ain't gotta work
Bravo.
for it. What they call it, cronyism. Yeah.
We might need you in a pinch.
Cronyism. That's
In a
Yeah.
pinch.
That's a
But we
damn
don't
good
plan on
point.
playing you.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
pay
good.
you.
But that just goes to show how inept it is because now what they gonna do? Because season about to start in a little while, and if Andy ain't ready to go,
Look,
I
Leo, if
consider
they let that boy
$10
from the
million.
CFL play, boy, I would love
know,
to see that.
nah,
$10
they don't want
million
to.
to
We
me
would
is
love to
big
see that
boy
because we know
money
it's
now.
gonna look better. But they don't want him. They don't. They gonna try their best not to put him out there.
He got a little something to him now. I seen
I
it.
know he do. I
Who
seen
are
him
you talking
play.
about? Your boy, the new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bryce
they
Perkins.
see.
Bryce Perkins.
Let me tell y'all what they do, and Leo, you probably see it. They shield that damn Bryce Young away from these guys.
To a
They
fault.
keep him far away from these guys, man.
Yeah.
And
You know,
how the sad part about that is, Howard, even that what you said, a lot of people will argue with you that that's happening, but it actually fits the narrative of how people view him. Now, I'm not saying just the underdog. I'm talking about he's the little kid in school who gets picked on.
Yeah.
That everybody says leave him alone.
leave him alone.
With the Jordans and the Tommy Hill figure and the nice
All
little
that.
Jan Sport book bag. He got 3 colors. He one of them. He got
Yeah.
it all.
Leave him alone.
Leave him
Leave that
alone.
boy alone. Stop being jealous.
There you
Mac
go.
Jones, Mac Jones, Desmond Ritter, and you can name a few more. They got laughed off the court, but Bryce,
Yes, they
Damn
did.
right.
we laughed out of town, gone.
Yep.
But
Yep.
we can't. But Bryce, folks want him to have 4-5 years.
Man,
Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something and think about this shit. Because it happened to my team. Will Levis has a fucking football from a game that he played as his introductory game to the NFL in the Hall of Fame right now. Will Levis. Think about that. His first game, he had one of the most impressive first games of a rookie in the NFL history. They sent his ball
Oh
to the
wow, I didn't
Hall
know
of
that.
Fame. Yes,
Damn.
they did.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Touchdown game against the Falcons.
How many touchdowns?
4.
4. He did
Damn.
throw
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that ball is in at the National
Canton.
Football League Hall of Fame in
And
Canton.
he ain't even playing. I mean, he
That's
can't
it,
get a
Leo.
job.
He ain't
Because the
starting or something.
organization ain't scared. They say
Yeah.
that shit ain't working.
Yeah.
It went right back into the damn draft at one.
He was a flash in the pan, and they said we can do better with Cam Ward, and that's what they did.
Red,
And
they
I'm gonna
got
tell
2
y'all
eyes.
something.
They can see.
With that
Because, hey,
quarterback
if you
crop
think
coming
about
out
it,
next year, go ahead. I'm sorry, about Howard.
oh no, I was going to say with Tennessee, look at all the quarterbacks they did that with. Even the one from Liberty, he's playing over at with Green Bay
Yeah,
now.
Malik
Malik
Willis.
Willis.
They ain't waste no time. If you ain't right, they move on from your ass. They
You
don't play
damn
around.
right.
That's what I like.
And eventually they gonna hit. You can say what you
So-
want to say.
So
I'm
Red,
gonna
what
let you
you-
say
yeah.
what
what
you
After a
you-
while, yeah.
Red, so what you really saying is they tanked again.
I wouldn't say
They
that.
were bad
I'm gonna let
again.
you
They
have
didn't
that,
tank
driver.
again. They
I'm
were
gonna
just
let you
bad
have
again.
that, driver. I'm gonna let you have that one, driver.
Are we
Dog,
still
dog.
having this argument about Bryce Young because Dave Canales told David Tepper that he would fix Bryce Young? Or would he have already moved on if he hadn't already had that conversation?
But
I mean,
I thought
you
about
say
that
anything to
yesterday.
keep your
I
damn
thought
job, to
about
get
that
the job.
yesterday.
You say
thought about
anything
that
to impress
yesterday.
them boys. Hey, that's right. Because you going to come there and say, hey, I don't know if I can do something with Bryce, but if you draft me another quarterback, no, you ain't going to say that shit. You going to say, I can fix him.
Do you think that's why do you think that's why it took so long to settle that head coaching vacancy? Maybe some coaches were coming in saying, I want my own quarterback.
You damn right.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody
We
that's
had to settle.
trying to have longevity
Red,
would.
we had to settle. We settled for what we have. And ain't
And
nobody
guess-
been coming running over here trying to get with us. We had to settle for that shit.
And we may have to stick with this guy for that reason because we thinking, oh, it was a bad situation. We get nobody then. You really think you can fire somebody again and say, come
Nah,
give
and
him
it's in his,
Bryce? Come on
it's
now.
probably in his
That'd be
contract. He probably got
2.2.
like he probably got 4 years guaranteed in his
You got to
contract, man.
overpay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's
Hell,
what
they
I'm saying.
probably just got through finished paying Matt Rule, goddamn.
But
Shit,
but
they
you
ain't
And
paying
Nebraska
him
paid.
yet.
No, Matt Rule stuff ended when Matt Rule got the job at Nebraska.
That's
I
right.
okay,
think
okay.
I think what y'all saw in Canales and having the balls to bench Bryce, I think he would assume. I think that he really likes being the head coach. He really likes being the head coach in Carolina, and I think that he personally wants to be successful, regardless of what you think of him as a
Right.
man. I think he wants to be successful. I think rather than just say bomb out with Bryce and lose my job and everything else. After benching Bryce last year, I think that he would go and like Nick said earlier, I think that he would have a discussion with the owner
Yeah.
about putting Bryce ass on the bench and going to get his own quarterback the next year.
But okay, Red, you heard me. I see you little smart ass shit in the chat.
That's
You
okay.
said you
That's
taking
okay.
shots at me.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be
I got to do
reasonable.
that. I got to do that.
I'm over here trying to be
When you
reasonable.
talking that crazy stuff, I got to do
And
it.
was it
Wiley.
reasonable though?
No, because I don't think it's reasonable for your owner. He ain't getting no motherfucker
But
no
no,
2
forget
years.
the owner. Is it reasonable what I say? Because we actually build out. We'll fill all the holes.
I don't know if it's so much David Tepper. I just think it's the way of the NFL. That's not a business where you have a 4 or 5 year plan to say, I'm gonna give the organization. Them motherfuckers want to win, man.
But guess what? That's what the Lions did.
The Lions did what?
The Lions reset themselves. Look at it. They took. Remember, they started with Stafford. They still had Stafford, but they started building their offensive. They started building an offensive line. Started building their defensive line. Then they got rid of. Remember, they got rid of Stafford. They brought in Golf. They signed him right to what, a 2-year, 3-year deal. Then they continued to build out their roster. It was 4 years from when they started that project to when they was actually good. It takes that long, and now they got a 4-year run.
But they had assets though. Ain't nobody gonna give the Carolina Panthers nothing for Bryce Young.
And how many coaches over that time, Wiley?
2.
Okay, so you see what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is, if you really go to the owner, because somebody got to be running the analytics. You can't build a winner over a year period. You're gonna have all these holes. The only way you build a winner is you have to have the holes filled, and you put free agents as the thing that takes you over the top. But you build through the draft. You don't build through free agency.
No, yeah. We all
Wow,
agree that.
they were so bad that they got the number 2 pick. They got Aiden Hutchinson, and then they got those 2 first-round draft picks for trading Matthew Stafford. They got the dude
And
from
they
Alabama,
hit, Leo.
exactly, and they got Gibbs. So I mean, that's how I go. Sometimes the Panthers don't have that. So it's easy to say this is what you do, but you still have to have you have to have the commodities to exchange to get better.
But see, it was before that. When they drafted St. Brown, that's when it started, Leo.
No, brother. No, St. Brown was a 3rd-round draft pick. Nobody knew St. Brown would be who he is.
But that draft
I think
is
it
the
was a
foundation
different
they built on.
GM too. So that owner rebooted that whole shit.
That draft is that's what they built on. They built on that draft.
But it got David Montgomery from the Bears.
But it came through trades though. Like the Panthers don't have to trade. They drafted the offensive lineman, and then they traded Matt Stafford, and then they kept building off of those trades. But they're saying they don't have, and then they got Aiden Hutchinson because they were a bad team. You just get lucky, man. There's no science to it, to be honest with you, brother.
It's a constant investment in the offensive line. And that's what those teams are doing. They're constantly taking shots. And we haven't taken offensive line in the past 2 years.
Nope.
Like we're taking defensive linemen, and I understand that. But the offensive line is something we have to go in every year, no matter what. Like literally a multiple year starter from USC, the center, Jonah Monheim, went in the 7th round. You think we couldn't have gotten a 7th round pick to just go get him to throw him on this team? He would have measurably made this team better.
But that's after the fact. Nobody thought a 7th round draft pick would be a starter in the NFL. So it's just a luck of the draw. Now I hear
Joe
what you're
Monaghan was
saying,
drafted this year.
but I'm saying though, but the team who drafted him, they know where in the world they drafted him and expect him to be a starter.
Who you talking about? Coco?
No, I'm just saying, like in general, like I understand what you're saying as far as drafting offensive linemen.
And develop. Yeah.
But you don't need offensive linemen though. You drafting players to start.
Yeah, Leo talking about top end talent.
That's what I'm saying. Like I agree with you. Draft somebody later on down the line, but you know they ain't trying to. That's what I'm saying, guys. Y'all got to come to the grips and understand that it's all about number 9 and its popularity. It ain't about wins and losses right now.
I was gonna say because honestly, even with the draft picks that they've made to get Bryce and to help Bryce, hindsight we can say they're doing it wrong. But at the end of the day, it's just the wrong quarterback. You went and got good wide receivers for the wrong quarterback. So now looking back, it's like that we should have went and got O-line, linebacker, cornerback, safety, because we went and got wide receivers for the wrong quarterback.
Okay.
You got tight ends for the wrong quarterback.
Out of Philadelphia, out of Georgia, D tackle.
Yeah,
that's the centerpiece.
Hey,
Can you imagine that motherfucking monster, that beast next to Derrick Brown? Oh my
God! Oh my God! Yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about.
Anybody at quarterback, you could have put anybody back there. You could have won 7 games.
That defense gonna keep handing him the ball back. That defense gonna keep handing him the ball back.
But watch this, Leo. Those are 5 starters we gave to the Bears, right? Think if we had those 5 starters. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talk about that linebacker, that safety, all the things we talk about, the holes that we have.
But on the flip side, though, Wally, I would say on the flip side, C.J. Stroud, I'm in the playoff the last 2 years they've been in the league.
I understand that.
They don't want to deal with that right now.
We had a discussion earlier. Even if we had him here, he still would be dealing with the problems of the roster.
Well, Houston had the same issue, Wally, because the same year that we drafted Bryce Young, how many games they won? 1 or 2?
Yeah.
So the team was worse than the Panthers team.
Yeah, they was the sorry team in the league.
Wally, I think you're wrong on that, Wally, because a good quarterback can mask a lot of the deficiencies of a team that has holes and stuff like that. He can mask it.
Don't mean it's fail though.
I don't give a damn, Wiley. I've seen Joe Burrow mask a lot of deficiencies of not having a defense and an offensive line
from day
one. He's just that good.
Yeah, but CJ Stroud did that. He did it.
He made it to the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute. How he did?
There go Driver.
Driver, how he didn't? You explain to me, Driver, how he did not. Nigga went to the damn playoff the first year.
With second and third string on linemen.
Was an opportunity, and he scored 16-0 in his own red zone. But when he was, in the opponent's red zone, but he was on his own field, he 1 for 7.
Driver, you can't cherry pick situation. Man? That's like Driver. That's like somebody saying to you, "Hey, Driver, remember that time?" Not to say this happened to you in real life.
No,
remember that time?
On field. And you can't get to the other field. That's the quarterback's fault.
You know what it is.
Cherry picking the situation.
Driver going off of emotions. You know why?
Nah, but how would he go back? It's true.
Yeah, but I'm just saying Stroud and Young was drafted at the same. In the same thing. That's what he's going off of. And he's mad because of what Stroud is doing, and Young is not doing. That's his problem.
He's admitting that Stroud is better.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's exactly
every time you bring up Stroud, you're admitting
it's like you don't understand.
You're admitting that you regret the pick.
Let me tell y'all something. And tell the truth, Driver, because you gave me these stats yourself, and I wrote them down. You brought up red zone offensive play yourself earlier, didn't you? Yes or no?
Yeah, I did.
And the numbers you gave me showed me that CJ had better red zone numbers than Bryce did. And I can't believe you bringing this shit up again.
Yeah, it don't make no sense no more, man.
No,
y'all got to stop.
Man, you ain't listening to what I said.
But Drive, what's the point now? I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say.
When he starts on his own field, his touchdown ratio is 1 to 7. But when his team gives him the ball in his opponent's position, he throws 16 touchdowns to 0. So
okay,
what
you found the most
but hold on, how real quick?
confusing.
Hey, Driver, let me ask you a question. Driver, you've been a fan of the Panthers since 2015?
No, I've been past that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this. So during 2015, did Cam Newton have a phenomenal year, Driver?
I mean, yeah, he won the MVP.
Okay, so time out. So Driver, Carolina gave him the best field position of any quarterback in the NFL that year, right? You don't hold that against him, but you hold that against CJ. Okay, Driver, what we doing here? What we doing?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
What we doing?
What it is?
Cam Newton, hold on. Cam Newton offense himself took the team to the goddamn Super Bowl.
So when Bryce gonna do it? When Bryce gonna do it though?
You heard what I said,
When
Driver.
Bryce gonna do it?
You heard what I said, Driver.
That defense is what carried that team.
He
Stop it.
Trying to discredit Stroud out there.
But he want to give Cam the credit, but he want to discredit CJ.
He just got a problem with CJ.
The offense carried the team.
Yeah, he got a problem.
Because
Stop that shit.
when we brought up the red zone, I said, okay, I'm gonna give that to CJ. But when we brought up just you talking about taking this team, elevating this team. He's not elevating his team.
All the way down the field.
Well, hey, Driver. Let me ask you something, Driver. If Young was doing what CJ is doing, even during the times when you said he didn't do this and that, would you still be happy with him?
What you mean? I would say
I'm asking. You wouldn't be complaining about a goddamn thing.
I say he got something to prove. That's why I brought that up the other day. What is you talking about?
Howard, it's not an intelligent argument. It's not an intelligent argument because the man just said that CJ don't make his team better. Nobody on earth believes that. So it's not an intelligent argument at all.
Driver does that just to make you get emotional too.
Yeah, like him. That's why I don't fall for the trap, man. It's an elementary argument.
Driver sit back and pick his shots, man.
Yeah.
But everything he says, CJ is still doing better than Bryce. Everything.
But Howard, don't stoop to his level, though, Howard. That's like talking to a kid, man.
Brain cells, man.
Yeah. When he said, he just want to
take so dumb, it's gonna piss you off.
Exactly. That's why I say don't fall for it, man. That's like talking to a child, man. Come on, man.
Okay, it's okay.
Control your emotions.
Driver.
Talking to Ronnie.
Because we know he only got 2 multiple touchdowns.
Is Driver and Ronnie the same person?
They could be now.
They spirit animals.
Bryce attract those sort of fans.
He's taking his team over the top, but he can't throw multiple games. Like I said, he only could beat one player. He
does sound like Ronnie, though.
So,
voice
we're going to make
he really
this
does.
official.
They might be related, just like number 3 and my man was related earlier, so we'll find out later on they related.
Arnie, his brother,
Yeah, the Driver and Ronnie is related somewhere.
I think we've been taken.
Speaking of related, go out and do your ancestry. That stuff uncovers some crazy stuff.
It does, brother.
Hey, look, hey, some stuff better left alone.
That's what I'm about to say. I don't know.
Bro, something happened.
It's not
I was surprised to see how much Scottish blood is in my bloodline. I wasn't really surprised, but it is eye opening. It is eye opening.
I mean, we all got a little dash or a dab or something.
Ronnie, Riz, and Driver. All 3 of them sound alike, boy. I tell you.
Hey man, you just gotta have some people that gonna give you a little pushback sometimes.
I see you.
Driver, there's no problem with that, though, Driver. It's good and healthy, but Driver, when you say stuff that's not objectively true, though, Driver.
Come up here to try to prove y'all guys wrong or make this about me versus
what? Leo, the real test is where they're gonna be at week 15, week 14. That's where they're gonna be sitting.
He probably be around because he's not really like a Bryce Young supporter. But Driver, the only thing is like you insult us by saying that CJ don't make the team better because that's not true at all.
I don't know, Leo. Now, Q asked a good question. We have to ask Driver about that shit right there because it's hard for these boys to show up when they talk all this shit in the preseason and it gets started off 0-3.
That's Ronnie. Talk all that shit last year. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the season, we had to go look for him. You know what I'm saying?
Had to go
He owed a couple
Had to
people
go
some money
Facebook
too.
fishing.
Hey, Driver,
he
I
done
do
pay
want to ask you
everybody.
that, though, Driver. If y'all start 0-3, are you going to still show up?
Absolutely.
Well, what are you going to talk about, though? Because if y'all start 0-3, that automatically means Bryce ain't living up.
Everything
We
he opened his
start
mouth about
0-3
will be null and void.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna blame the defense for why Bryce didn't throw 200 yards.
Nah,
That's what it is.
what you're telling me is that is our defense isn't stopping nobody.
No,
You see, he already got an argument for the defense.
He already got it. He already got it ready.
Two things can be true: the defense don't stop nobody, but your offense ain't even crossing the 50. We had to punt. We had to punt 73 times.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna say. Though, if y'all start 0-3, Driver, what I'm gonna say is, where's that 10 game Bryce Young at?
Oh, okay, hold on. Y'all say we couldn't get past the 50. That was you know I got stats, right? You know
Look them up. We had to punt 73 times. We had to punt 73 times.
He got him.
We had to punt 73 times.
Right here. I say
even if we crossed the 50, we had to punt.
I don't think they understand.
What's the second most
I
punts?
don't think they
Who had the
understand,
second
bro.
most
3
punts?
and outs are not helping the defense at all.
Yeah.
3 and outs
70, you can't punt 73 times.
The 73 was the points and the punts that Carolina. Who had the second most punts? That'll be the tell thing right there.
I had to go look it up, but basically, if you look at all the teams that punted 70 or more times, they were bad offenses.
Yeah.
And or bad quarterbacks.
But it's the defense fault.
I'm gonna look it up just for the sake of conversation.
I tried to tell them that the defense was historically bad because they stayed on the damn field.
Man, the defense give up 24, but you struggle to score 14.
No. How about struggle to get a first down?
But here's the funny part.
I know them 3 and outs was up there.
All these games right there that we were in, they keep forgetting that there's two sides of the football. That means if Bryce was there given the opportunity to win, that means the defense, even though it was historically worst defense in the league, it had to show up at some point of the game.
Yeah.
It's not like Bryce was putting up 50 points.
It was a lot of first quarters. They held Oregon in a lot of first quarters. I'll give them that. I will. They got off the field. I don't know how the hell they did that shit, but it was 2 first downs and they got off the field.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. Dog, even when Matt Rule and Steve Wilkes was here, Brian Burns, Autumn Boy, Luvu, the defense was bad. We just didn't know it because Deontay Foreman and Sam Darnold was getting it done.
Mm-hmm. And then they kept first downs. Yeah.
There we go. So now the defense is bad, but everybody wants to blame them. But the defense been bad for a couple years, even when we had superstars. We just didn't know it because the offense was productive. Now the offense ain't productive, and it's the defense is an eyesore now.
That's true.
But mainly your offense ain't moving the ball.
We could have been in such a different situation if we had just taken best player available and just left Baker Mayfield or Darnold as the quarterback at this point.
Oh, look at you. Ro. Yeah. Sound like you were on my bandwagon, Ro. What the hell?
Hey, the truth hurts, bro.
It goes back to Q. Like Q say, man, a good quarterback masks a lot of things.
Damn quarterback. We should have stayed at 9 and built it.
Let him alone, Q.
Let
him alone, Q. Let him alone, Q.
Don't come over here and mess with me.
Leave it alone.
It's been a long day.
Leave it alone, Q.
Leave your little ass over there.
Me and him remember that two different ways. Different ways.
Yeah. He been working hard to clean his name up, Q. He have been.
He damn sure was, but he had a pair of pom poms in his hand when that boy first got you. Yes, he did.
Red.
The Bengals got a terrible defense, but they are not automatic wins.
He was shaking more titty than Wiley.
Whoa.
You see this?
Yeah, he was.
No, what I said was this, and you know it's true. I said we don't need to go up pick a quarterback. But when we went up, it was we had all those shows, and y'all stuck me with Bryce.
Red. We ain't stick that nigga with no damn Bryce. He took
they
Bryce.
tried to talk you off that Bryce here.
3,700 yards. Brandon Marshall gonna have this 800 yards. Okay, LaVisca is Devo 2.0.
I tried, man.
What?
Hey, that's the last time I was positive like that.
Okay.
You were just a jackass back then. I said, well, damn, Wally.
Smoking cigars, drinking good liquor, talking shit to everybody.
That, to be honest, I feel like is the reason why we are not putting the blame in the right place. It needs to be on David Tepper, because the one person that could have built this team long term or could have advocated for it to be built long term is the owner.
I'm gonna have to pull back with the Bryce Young thing, but David Tepper been trying to win. The only thing is the
He's trying
Carolina
to win today. He's not trying to win for 5 years.
He was trying to win back then, man. When they got Sam Darnold, they had Christian
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Right, Leo.
No, this is what I'm saying.
I mean, like he's looking for.
He's not
he's trying to win in the moment.
Long-term success.
Correct.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, my bad. Yeah, that's my thing. He was trying to win in the moment, but the thing is just Sam Darnold didn't pan out because they had Sam, they had DJ Moore, they had Christian McCaffrey, they had the Dolphins and the defense on the team that was good. Sam didn't pan out. I mean, they just, and what really messed them up is and some of y'all might not like it, but they should have moved off of Cam Newton in 2019. They should have moved off of him and drafted Justin Herbert. But, I understand fanfare and stuff like that. So, that I think somebody wanted to draft Justin Herbert, but I think general manager said no. So they should have moved off of
big
Cam.
arm quarterback. Oh my goodness.
They should have moved off of Cam because Cam was on a down end in his career, especially that injury. But fan bases and money. I understand his money, so I understand that. But they should have moved off of Cam because Cam was going to tail end of his career. But that's how things happen. I mean, that's life.
It's life as a Panthers fan. It's not life as for most other fans.
It is. I mean, Cleveland ain't done nothing. When's the last time Cleveland won the Super Bowl? When ever? No. Or they won one time with Jim Brown. Jacksonville.
No, that wasn't the Super Bowl.
Oh, what was that?
Jacksonville ain't AFL or something. That AFL something. Yeah.
Jacksonville ain't never been to the Super Bowl. When's the last time Lions been to the Super Bowl? Never. Like Arizona never been in the Super Bowl. Arizona been in the league since the beginning. So I mean,
but at least Browns fans have always sucked and have never tasted success. We've tasted the Super Bowl. Now we're like, oh my god.
Well, hey, that's like being that's life, my man.
They ain't always sucked, bro. See, people keep forgetting Kozar's time. See, Bernie Kosar was pretty good. Remember?
You remember? That thing with Kevin Mack
but Wiley, they never made it past they never made it to the big dance, though.
They kept, they did. Remember, they kept losing in the championship game to Denver.
No, I said the big dance is the bowl.
No, they didn't make it to the big dance, but they had good teams.
Yeah, they had some decent teams.
Yeah, but Carolina had. Well, how many years Carolina was going to the NFC Championship? If Steve Smith didn't hurt his knee and played against Seattle, it'd have been another Super Bowl appearance.
True.
You're right.
And that's if we saying if Muhammad never left, we'd have been we had a banger.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's how I go sometime, man. That's how I go. So to say, now the team ain't never won back-to-back games. I mean, they never won back-to-back and back-to-back winning seasons. Now, if you want to say that's bad, and that's really bad, but I mean, the Jekyll and Hyde sports franchise, the Carolina Panthers.
You're right. Let's sow some chaos then. Who throws for more passing yards this year? Jackson, Dart, Bryce Young.
Jackson
Dart. My God!
Come on.
No. Jackson ain't gonna start.
Easily.
Jackson ain't start.
Well, Malik Neighbors is an easy 1,000 right there. That's an easy 1,000.
Yeah, and they got a good tight end too.
Okay, so he immediately beat Bryce Young. Is what I heard.
And Leo asked the question, I think appropriately. When do the Giants go to him? Because I'm quite sure they're going to start with Russell.
Game 2?
Nah, that's too early.
Quarter 2?
Nah, that's too early. Nah.
They probably wait about 6
Russ ain't that bad. I don't think.
At least like 5 or 6 games.
No, I don't think Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson is now what we're seeing. Andy
Russell Wilson is better than Jackson Dart right now. You got to watch the preseason game.
Dalton? Andy
No,
Dawson
sir.
there?
No,
Wow,
Russ is
man.
better than Russell Wilson is better than Jackson Dart right
I
now.
don't know if he's as bad as Andy
Russell
right now,
Wilson has to
man.
lose a game that they was in and threw a pick at the end a couple
Yeah.
times, and then
Did Pittsburgh make the playoffs last year?
They did.
Who was the
barely. If they
quarterback?
did,
No.
barely.
But they made it though. Who was the quarterback?
It was Russell.
Yeah,
It was
Russell, I
Russell.
don't think they made it.
Oh, you're right.
They,
I don't think
If they
did.
made it, they
No,
lost the
I
first
think they
round, but I don't
were.
think they
No,
made
they
it. I
didn't.
think they were one
they
game
were
away.
above 500 again.
They were
Because
one
I
game
think
away.
Tomlin kept his record going, but they didn't make. Maybe they didn't make the playoffs.
I think they
I think
lost. I think it
9
was
and 8.
one game.
one game away.
Yeah.
Okay then. But Russ, I mean, I say he's not no long term option, but Russell Wilson is he's an NFL player, quarterback wise, but I don't see no second game. I mean, barring something that we don't want to happen, but nah, they ain't gonna put them because they not trying to win right now. They just trying to build it up. They trying to show improvement to the owner. But the Panthers, they don't have they.
Okay, well then let's pick a guy.
They went 10-7 last season.
Let's pick a guy that'll start every game then. Cam Ward.
Well, we know he gonna have on his backside. He gonna have more yards faster than Bryce Young.
Yeah.
He's a true passer, number one.
Yeah, exactly.
What you think, Driver?
Bro, he throws the shit out of that ball.
And they got old boy from the Falcons too out there too. I forgot his
Yeah,
name.
really is good. Really
They
is a
don't want
good
to
player.
talk about that, BJ. They don't want to talk about
Really
that.
is a good player, man.
Driver.
What's that, man?
Cam Ward or Bryce Young? Who's throwing for more yards next season?
Bryce Young, and here's why. If you
Cam
look at
Ward.
Bryce Young,
I'm listening.
If you look at Bryce Young first half stats, it tells you all you need to know. Is that the fact that the defense always seems to play terrible, and he's very
His percentages
are
his completion percentages are worse in the first usually.
But driver, here's the logic. Here's the logic, my man. If the defense is playing bad, that means the other team is scoring. That means the quarterback has more opportunity. Hey,
Bryce
driver,
Young
look.
completion rate is 63% with a quarterback rating of 90.
But driver,
I mean,
we just had this discussion.
but driver, gotta listen. Driver, listen real quick though,
QBR
driver.
ain't shit.
Driver, we reasoning together. We gonna reason together. Driver, real quick. We gonna reason together now, my friend. So let's see what you're saying. Since the defense is so bad, driver, the quarterback has to play catch up, right or wrong.
Correct.
Okay, so that gives them more opportunity to throw the ball, right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, driver, what does the defense have to do with Bryce Young having the opportunity to get all these yards? The defense has nothing to do with him not getting yards if they're bad. So if the defense is bad, that gives Bryce more opportunity to get the yards. So there's a flaw in your argument, my friend.
That's what I said. I said,
No, sir, no.
That's why Joe Burrow can go drop 350 like it ain't nothing.
No,
not
I
say
said that our defense gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And
Which gives the quarterback more opportunity, right?
Stats, he lit it up in the first half. So I believe this
In
year
what
he's gonna
game?
take the next
He
step
lit it up.
and be able to.
In what games?
What up?
Statistically, Bryce is bad in the first half. Bryce don't usually
Damn
wake
well
up
ain't
to the
nobody
second
letting you
half
get
when the
away
game
with
on.
that shit.
Yeah, driver
always
the
get
Bryce
his
Young
yards in
thing.
the fourth quarter and
Yeah.
clean up time. So I
When
don't
the
know what
game
games
over.
you be talking about.
Yeah.
He say lit it up, Q.
Yeah, lit it up.
Like nobody gonna
More
like
like
nobody heard
think
that shit
it up
how
outside
many
the
is
you
what
know
he
how
meant
many
to say.
games
He
Bryce
said
went
make it
into the
up.
second half, went into halftime with 50% completion.
And 80-something yards.
In the
Yeah.
first
Less than
quarter,
100 yards.
Bryce Young, hold on. In the first quarter, Bryce Young completion rate is 67%.
What is the first half of the first
First
quarter,
quarter or
driver?
first half?
What is it gonna be,
First
driver?
quarter.
You
You
said
said
first
first
half,
half
though.
initially.
No,
Yeah.
no, you said
So he
y'all
blows
just
his wad
brought up
early.
the first quarter to say
Yeah.
that
The
his
driver's
stats
a
in the first quarter is bad.
driver's a
So I just
liar.
broke it
He's a
down.
liar.
Then I
He's a
just broke
liar.
it down for the second half.
No, you're a liar.
Liar.
You're a liar, man. You're just a
I was
liar,
a
man.
lie. I got it right here.
Here
See,
we
one
go.
thing about me, I keep stats.
Who
And I keep
cares?
it
You're
right.
still a liar,
No,
bro.
you
You're still a
don't.
liar.
Yeah.
No,
You
you
don't
don't.
keep
That's
no
why you
stats.
get into arguments with us all the time.
Exactly. You're
You don't
lying,
have
man.
stats.
Oh,
You're
okay.
You
lying.
had the stats, you'd have known what that boy is. You wouldn't be arguing.
I mean, in the
He know
fourth
what it is.
quarter,
He just don't want to
in,
be wrong. That's
in the
all.
Like
fourth quarter,
what Leo
yes, he
what
throws
Leo
the
was
most
trying to
yards,
tell you.
which he threw
What
700.
Leo was trying to tell you, Bryce should be hanging 300 yards in the air
Easily.
with as bad as our
Hey,
defense
and
is.
NFL.com states that he has halves. First half, his completion percentage average is 63.4. Second half is 57.7.
Oh, it goes down. He can't close out the game.
So
But driver just want Bryce to play the first half and don't play the second half. That's what he's saying.
I said last year he only played the first half. I say this year he's gonna play the whole game. I say that's the difference.
But this is what I'm saying. Why are we wasting time talking to this person? This person said he doesn't play the whole. He only played the first half. He don't play the second half. Well, why are we talking to this person?
Oh, you know what? Actually, he's right. First quarter, 67.1% completion rate.
Yeah, he disappears.
Fourth quarter,
I don't give
56.1.
How do you come to the determination? How you come to the determination that somebody's gonna be good?
Oh, this gonna be good.
Yeah, how did you come to that determination? He's just gonna be good in 4 quarters throughout the game. How did you come to that?
Because if you look at the last
the
last 10
games
last year, if you look at that, based on that, it would give you just go look in depth into that because I don't have enough time to break every game down. But if you go take the last 10 games, it would give you the reason of why I feel now he's.
What about the first 24 games?
Now he talking.
But he made a mistake by saying his word field, or he just said field. Yeah, you heard him right. Say field.
Ain't no fact in I feel.
Talking about that ain't him. Yeah, those games
it's just the last 10 games. Hold on. This is my opinion. I'm not telling you these are facts. Yeah. Boys, this gonna happen.
But then he just say he got the facts. Then he just say he got the facts.
It was facts earlier. You was screaming.
Man.
You can't even make your own argument.
He done forgot the lies he tell. Boy, I tell you, how you gonna forget the lies?
You gave us stats and then you argue against your own stats.
Isn't that
trying to make a point.
He just talking. He just wants somebody to talk
with
to.
The stats.
Hold on.
You trying to make a point, but the stats you gave us don't even line up with them.
But
no, you didn't make a point,
man.
It's still an opinion.
Just be talking, man.
Yeah. Oh, big time talking. Just.
I said that earlier, Q.
He just talking, man.
That joker went and got us some stats, and the stats don't even line up with the point he was trying to make.
Exactly. He destroying his own argument.
It's sad, man.
Nigga, just be talking.
It's sad. It really the sad part about it
is. And dwindles throughout the game.
Hey, man,
and then you say that
what's sad is he sit here and argue niggas down for hours. That's
but
he's
one of many though. He's one of many.
Yeah.
Because I say,
boy, just be talking,
man. You have to ask yourself that question, sir. What you talking about?
On why I think Bryce go.
No, you said it was stats.
You said it was stats and facts
earlier.
You gave us the facts. You said
you said they were facts.
Directly,
you
gave the number.
Hold on. So y'all know for a fact we're gonna go 5-12 again. Like
y'all say. What talking about? Let's get back to the facts of your fucking stats that you just were talking about. That you just said was an opinion.
It's just an opinion. But y'all go up last year, right? You go up last year to show your history, right? Bryce is 6-22.
Oppose your argument.
My history. Come on with that bullshit, bro. Don't talk to me.
I ain't never heard nothing like this.
First
they facts, now they ain't facts. So which one is it? Now it's opinions now.
It's the sign of the times, brother.
The season ain't here yet. So until the season is over and concluded, everything you say, what we gonna be, is an opinion.
So how the hell you gonna tell me what he is in the first quarter, and you telling me the season ain't here yet? You going based off of what?
Last year, like you talking about us going off last year.
I'm telling you.
And then he said the numbers was his opinion. So then he gave you that.
But I also said this is only my opinion.
But what's fact? But what's separating fact and opinion?
I can't make nobody else believe what I'm saying. It's just my opinion.
But brother, you said the facts. But you said you got the facts, though,
man.
You got the facts.
Y'all believe
you went and got the numbers, and the
numbers find this nigga
actually opposed your own argument.
Exactly, my man. Come on, man.
Let him talk. He gonna oppose his own argument.
Y'all don't believe nothing nobody say pertaining to Bryce.
No, I don't believe what you say.
Yeah, we can't afford
him. You went and pulled the numbers, and the numbers opposed your point.
You say it's just you, Drow.
It's just you. It ain't nobody else.
I ain't
It's
never
you, nigga.
heard
You
agree with me on Bryce. Not one time.
Yeah, because you ain't right about
You see
nothing
what I'm saying?
about Bryce.
I ain't never been right. So
Well, I mean, you said
why
you
would
said he
I
improved.
try
I
to
agree with that.
make it where, hey man, y'all need to believe this? I'm just telling you my opinion. So you
I
take it
had
and
Quantum come
now
up
you
here.
don't care.
Quantum said some stuff, and I said, okay, Quantum, I can agree with that. I had other people come up here. I said, okay, I give you that. He did this right here. They'll make a point about Bryce Young. When you be talking, I don't know what fucking side of the planet you come from, nigga. You just be talking.
What is stats?
Stats, that's opinions.
Exactly.
I ain't never heard no
What in the
shit like
world?
that.
I ain't never heard of that.
You did say you had some facts
Opinionated
now, driver.
stats.
He did say
We gotta
fact.
hold you to that now, driver.
This a fact.
Again,
You
reading up,
did,
look up the
driver.
numbers, and the numbers you pulled up for yourself didn't even help you make your argument, man.
And the problem is with driver. Driver is he gets confused in the middle of his statement. It's
Yeah,
that
big time.
powerful weed,
That's
baby.
hey, Wally. That's what I was want to say so bad, but I said I ain't gonna say nothing about that because
Put the fucking drugs down if you gonna argue with somebody. You remember
I
what you
remember when I
talking
was
about.
in school, man. They said that marijuana kill your brain cells when I was in school in the 80s, and they
Hey, you
showed
remember
us.
that commercial?
Yeah,
Remember that
exactly. Remember
commercial
that?
when
Yeah,
they
they
used to put
showed
them
us that.
eggs in that frying
This is
pan?
your brain
Exactly.
on drugs.
Exactly.
Yes.
They
Yep.
showed us, but nowadays it's all right though. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Okay.
Say
You'll
no.
get up here. You'll get up here and say a fact is a lie.
You and driver, remember them damn
It's clear
commercials? Do you
something wrong
remember
with
them
this
damn
nigga here.
commercials?
Driver that. Oh, I thought Driver was
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
Driver, how old is you? Driver, you
Yeah.
40?
He too old for
Driver,
that
you
if that the
40?
case.
I thought you said you 40.
Oh yeah, I ain't know that old. What are we playing with a
Too
balloon?
old
What
for
you over there
putting that
doing,
weed in
Driver?
your lip.
Leo still playing with you have to
You over there
cut
playing with
that
a
shit
balloon?
out.
How you doing?
He got a
What's
kid's
up? What's up?
birthday party this
Yeah,
weekend. He
that's what he
making
over
them
there doing.
damn
He making them little dogs
them
with a
little
balloon.
dogs and
Oh yeah,
shit.
you gonna be tired, buddy. You
That's
gonna
what he
be
over there
real
doing.
tired.
He over there get the party ready.
Leo, you wrong for that shit, Leo.
That's the people
It
I thought
did
making them
sound
little
like a
dogs.
balloon though,
That's
didn't it?
exactly. Oh, you over there
Yeah,
to play with a
sure
balloon?
did.
What
He
what they
tied
doing?
up balloons on this motherfucker.
He over there he working the circus. That's what he do. He over there
Break
playing with
down,
a
driver.
balloon. Yeah, he over there. He gotta hit that joint real quick, man. Yeah, but that's he indicative of the fan base, man. They just talk crazy, and then when somebody
Shit,
push
Leo, you
back,
kill
oh,
me
it's
with
my
that one, Leo.
opinion.
I'm still thinking about tying them damn balloons, boy. I
Tying them
need to take a
balloons up,
break
making
after
making dogs, making little hot
What it
dogs.
is,
Yeah,
when you say it's my opinion, they figure you can't shoot them down if they say, hey, I'm giving you an opinion. But in the same breath, he's trying to give you a stat. Trying to give you a fact is what he call it.
in the same
So
breath.
these niggas want the freedom to say that stupid shit and then with nobody to challenge it. That's what they want.
They do it this side the real work exactly, and then they get mad. Oh, you emotional, man. You the one emotional talking stupid. Oh, the sky green. Just because of my
Had to pull a
opinion.
titty in his mouth.
Yeah.
Can't do shit.
I still ain't heard
A lot of
nobody
titties getting
prove me
thrown around
wrong.
today.
So I guess y'all don't want to prove me wrong, but okay.
Oh, we listening.
You
Nah,
proved
go ahead.
yourself wrong.
You proved it. You talking about driver?
Nigga,
I
just be
mean,
talking,
y'all
man.
still talking about it. I told
Cause
you
you,
my
it's
opinion,
offensive,
but you
driver. It's
still talking
offensive.
about it. So I mean, it seems like you got something to say.
Oh shit.
Damn. Okay, brother. Get it
Oh
off your
shit.
chest,
Yeah, man.
driver. Say, get it off your chest.
I said what I had to say. I mean my
Yeah,
sister
it's
now,
like,
nigga.
yeah, it's
Oh,
over with.
oh,
Yeah.
me too, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Driver, how old are you,
Motherfucker
brother?
chicken.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your range of age?
40.
Oh, okay. All right, then. You from
Mm-mm-mm.
Carolina? What you from South Carolina or North Carolina?
No, don't
From
put him over here.
Alabama.
He with y'all.
I'm from Bama.
Yeah, he
Oh
ain't from
No,
North
goodness.
Carolina.
Oh, you live in Alabama?
thank you.
That's why he
Bama.
loved Bryce so much.
What
That's
other
what it is.
state sounds like Bama?
That's why you love Bryce so
Hey,
much.
hey. How long you been a Panthers fan, driver?
Since 2003.
Oh,
They
you
first
serious?
won
Oh
the
yeah.
Super
Okay.
Bowl. Yeah.
I just had to make sure you ain't one of them Bama fans that came over here with Bryce, because you can't
Yeah,
argue
one
with
Nah,
of
that.
man.
one of
I
them
saw where you were
migrating.
going. I
I
saw
was
where
an
you were going.
Yeah.
336.
I was an LSU fan.
Yeah,
I was
you can't
an
argue with them boys.
college
Yeah.
player first before
Yeah.
NFL. So I started with LSU And then once I seen them go to the Super Bowl, I said, "That's my team right now." I ain't never followed before that.
Hop right on, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. I mean, to be honest with you, the way the team playing so bad, I definitely. I mean, it's anyway. I prefer watching college football than NFL. Like
I
if
mean,
you,
yeah, college football better, but
yeah, you gotta have a team. I got you.
Yeah.
So you're a fan of Bryce Young, or you just want want people to be objective about him? Is that what it is?
I'm a fan of the team. I always tell you, man, we could be 1-15. I'm gonna be talking the same shit.
Even, well,
who at quarterback? They can have goddamn
Jimmy Clausen? No, 1-15.
anybody. I'm
They
still
had
gonna be rooting for my team. Feeling
no,
like
but
we got a
brother,
shot.
but Ronnie, well, not Ronnie, but we want the team to win. I mean, they want the team to win, but we can't have a problem with the quarterback though because he's not good.
I ain't never said, man, if they cut Bryce Young today, I'm still gonna root for Jake, what his name is, and the dog, like we going to the playoffs.
No, but I understand that most of the Panthers fans will do the same. I'm just saying, but I'm asking you, can we not have an issue with Bryce Young being the quarterback because he's not good? Can we have an issue with that?
I ain't never said that. If I felt like that's all y'all, I mean, I know it's easy to make this a topic, but I mean that's obvious. You get what I'm saying? So
what's obvious?
I mean, Bryce Young played for us his so that ain't something that I look at people and be like they shouldn't talk or be have the truth, tell the truth about him as his play. I mean, I don't refute majority. It's just small things I do go and I be like, well, that's why I bring up other teams and compare. I'm not here saying, hey, well, Bryce went out there and threw. You ain't never heard me say Bryce went out there and threw 300 yards. You ain't never heard me say
but y'all, this is why, and this is just my take. I'm not in y'all's community like that, but that's why y'all will hear me make comments like, I fuck with Driver. I'll take the time to have a discussion and a debate with Driver because Driver will go and get numbers when he have and he'll go out to get evidence to support his, and Driver will listen too. He'll wait, he'll be patient. Now, like everybody else, he'll fly off of the handle when emotions rise. Hell, I do the same thing. We'll do that from time to time. But the thing that I do like about Driver is that, he gonna take the time to give you a good argument and a good debate more often than not. Y'all know for a fact some of them Beehive members, them Bryce Young lovers, they don't give a damn if it's factual or not.
Nah, they
gonna tell you what they feelings are about the situation.
regardless of whether you bro, who cares about your feelings? But I just want to get an understanding of where Drive was coming from.
Yeah, because I throw a couple
into the
names out
end
there, man.
because his advocacy for
it's crazy. It's sounding off the wall, but to me, that's my way of trying to deflect this Bryce Young conversation all the time. See, I do that.
But Driver, it's all about him, Driver, because he's the engine behind the team, though.
But
we can't change the subject.
I mean, I understand that, but I mean, this y'all platform, so I can't tell you what to do, how to do it. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm up here, like I say, I can say something, like I say, just outrageous, which I know is outrageous. What I'm saying is, I'm not taking it serious to the point where I feel like y'all taking me serious. You should get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just shits and giggles. I got.
You just be talking. In other words,
but Driver, but when you talking, saying stuff that's absolutely wrong, and it can be refuted with evidence, you can't say that we emotional or we hating because when you gave out that bogus stat about Bryce Young being good in the first quarter. Come on, man, that's disrespecting us, man. Because the trend is he doesn't end well. So you can't say he trending.
mean, I
But
can't
you
agree
know,
with you on that, buddy. I mean, if like I say, when it comes to facts, he's 6-22. I ain't winning. He can start off a little something, but I ain't won shit. I mean, I'm not gonna refute that, but I just highlight some things that, like I say, I might go up here and highlight some, which is like I say, how many game-winning drives or how many comeback wins or however the case may be. That's not my argument to prove that Bryce is what we want him to be. I'm just
Driver,
being objective. Being objective.
You know how many Bryce lovers won't even do something that you didn't have to hem and haw. You didn't have to take a drink of water afterwards because you felt like you throw it up in your mouth. You said he's 6-22 and you kept going.
Man, they would never say that. They would never
They
say
can't
that.
say that.
Well,
Man, that's a
driver,
fact.
I'm a real fan, driver. So I was gonna, like I say, that's my team is the Panthers. I can't control what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, man, if I had it, Shadur Sanders would be on my team. So a lot of people went
why is that? And why is that? Please.
That's because to me, that's who I liked it coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? For as I like his approach, I like that the way he uses his arm and can not get around in the pocket without running and staying plays. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my style of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the type of person just gonna sit up and shit on you because I know you trash. Because if I know football, I know you trash. You get what I'm saying? Like this ain't
Is Bryce Young trash?
I'm not gonna call him trash.
Why not?
He ain't gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna. That ain't my place.
Of course, but
see,
statistically,
once he leave, and once his career over from the Carolina Panthers, then I can feel this the direction I might have to go and look back at his career and be like, okay, damn, he didn't live up to expectations. You know what I'm saying? But far as him as being a Carolina Panther, that's just far as any player that's starting and that's getting the reps. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna really dive too deep into what I feel like, whether they trash or they the greatest. You get what I'm saying? I mean,
so what did you have to say about our defense last year?
I mean, our deep. I never looked at our defensive coach as trash though. I told when they asked us about our defense, I said our defense was trash. But I believe in my defensive head coach because the formations he was running formations actually giving us the best opportunity to win. He just ain't had the fucking players.
So the players are trash.
But I'm not.
And that's what I was getting around to. You said that the defense was trash, but you wouldn't call Bryce the same first play.
I'm not gonna say that. That's just like me saying, all right, I'm gonna say my offense trash. But I know my offense went trash because I had a good running back. You get what I'm saying? And I had somewhat a reliable quarterback.
Is Bryce Young reliable?
I mean, half the time he was, and half the time he wasn't.
Hey, Drive, I got a question for you. Somebody put this in the chat. Somebody put this in the chat, and I think it's worth asking. If Bryce Young was on the New York Jets going into his third year, he was 6-22. Would you say he was trash?
I mean, if to answer your question,
if he was on a different team,
no. If they had the same coach for 2 years, I wouldn't call him trash. But if I mean, for the same coach, I would call him trash. But if he had different coaches, then I wouldn't be calling him trash. It just depends on the situation.
It's a lot of stipulations on being good.
He has
got to be a perfect storm.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because for one, I believe. No, see, I grew up believing football is defense, offense, special teams, and actually believing that your offense run through your running back. So yeah,
and that's the old way of football too, and I agree with you. That's the old way.
So the way the NFL is using quarterbacks today, that I'm not a fan of that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just changing with the game. So it might be other people out there, like you say, y'all might be smarter than me about what's going on and more up to date to forward the quarterback play. But I'm always gonna look at football the way I normally do, and like I say, I'm just involving until I be able to catch up with, like I say, people like you guys that know more about it as far as the quarterback position. You get what I'm saying? I'm just here to, like I said, I go with stats and lead with stats because that's the more reasonable, and that's the approach I'm gonna have to take because, like I say, I'm not as good as a evaluator when it comes to quarterback. You get what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that because we look at Bryce's stats a certain way, but you made a big point to say, to speak on CJ's performance last year. And I kept trying to tell you, he had 13 starters on IR. Does that make a difference on how you play throughout the season? And mind you, 13 starters on IR, and you still make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
and you still make it to the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, that's his. That shows that he got the
requisite too.
Yeah, he can work with who he can work with. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like, if who's the better at being a quarterback. I mean, as an eye test, it's CJ Stroud. You get what I'm saying? But
Driver, you better quit. You better quit, Driver. You finna let him, Driver.
I'm just gonna give him.
You let these niggas talk you into saying something you ain't gonna like now. I'm
gonna tell him off the eye test.
They walking you down, Driver. They walking you down, Driver.
I'm starting to see spaceships on Vegas.
They walking you down, Driver.
Let me finish, Red. From the eye test, you can say that. But
you're gonna be mad with yourself later now.
Into the stats, into the team, it tells you a different thing. So you can really look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, from the eye view, you can say, "Hey, quarterback, he's a better quarterback."
I tried to warn you. If
you go down to the stats, it tells you a different thing.
Come on, Driver. Stop.
And
Stop
the reason
driving.
I said it,
You going into ambush coming.
No, the reason I said it because he brought up injuries.
336 over there with a sniper scope on.
No, because we had just as many injuries as Houston had.
Set your ass up. He lining you up.
It was a lot. So, if you look at the injuries, they had just as much as what the Panthers they had.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
Like I say, from the eye test, if you're just going off stats and looking at what he'd have made as an all-pro rookie, or you just looking at what his accomplishments from the rookie season, and then you looking at his record, then you're gonna
do it again. He's finna do it again.
He's a better quarterback, but you got to dive deep into the team though, so they got a better defense.
Wiley?
Yes, sir.
You going 12 hours a day?
Nope.
Yeah,
We're gonna close it up. We're gonna close it up.
Okay, I enjoyed this, fellas.
They gotta win
sir.
some, man. It'd be all right.
Hey, Driver, let's get your last word, sir.
Hey, man, I hope all y'all be back here week 1. I'm gonna shout out you out, Q, GOAT. I gotta get you, Wiley. I gotta get all you guys together. I think Red, don't you host that episode Q? First week.
We talking about?
I'm gonna be on with GOAT and D'Angelo.
Oh, Golden. Okay. I just know when y'all hosting the week, the game of the week, the game that week. So I'll be on here, man. I hope to see you guys, man. And like I say, at the end, we'll talk. We'll see. We'll see what all this about. For
You
us.
just be here week 5. That's what you do.
I mean, we're gonna start with week 1. I ain't looking ahead. We're gonna work 1 week at a time. So I ain't running from nobody.
Okay.
So
You ain't ducking.
All right.
I just wanted to reinstate that message again. So I'm here.
Okay. All right. Ain't no running. Saying no business. All right, 336. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, man, not too much. I'm just glad we got a little truth out of Driver right here at the end. That was real good, y'all. That was real good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
And
you
just
too.
keep
I forgot you was on it. My bad.
Oh yeah. That's all, Wally. Keep pounding.
All righty. All right, Red. Talk to me.
Well, I done talked enough, so I'll just be quick and say thank y'all for allowing me on the show today. Had a wonderful time talking football with y'all boys, pissing some people off, bringing laughs to others. It's all fun to me. Driver, don't get gone around week 5 or week 6. That's all. I got a lot of respect for you. Don't let me down, driver. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm gone.
All right, Q. Talk to me.
Another great one, man. Hey, I'm here for it. It's your boys.
All right. So, hey, guys, what is it?
You got
Wednesday,
BJ.
right?
You got BJ. Yeah, you got BJ.
BJ on here
Wally.
too? Okay,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. Talk to me, BJ. Where BJ at?
He might have had to go get a sandwich.
Okay, too easy. All right, another Wednesday. Another Wednesday straight talk with Wiley. If you give an opportunity, hey, subscribe to Panthers Germany YouTube. I put it in the chat a few times. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. And also, the participation today was outstanding. Was not too much drama today. We had to keep Red under control. Red comes in and get a little drama.
I got a little crazy.
Yeah. And, I was trying to be reasonable. It sounded like I was full of crap, but hey, we got to try. We got to try right here. Panthers Germany, I'm out. We'll start this. Boom.